Ladies and gentlemen, Dreamers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, dreamers, dancers, banana ball believers. Welcome back to the crown jewel of chaos, historic Grayson Stadium right here in Savannah, Georgia. Banana ball doesn't just live here, it struts. Last night, under the glowing Savannah sky, the Bananas survived a showdown thriller, peeling away the Loco Beach Coconuts in dramatic fashion. 4-3 in showdowns. With that victory, the Bananas improved to a dazzling 13-6 on the year, while Loco Beach, bruised but dangerous, roll into tonight at 10-11 with revenge on their minds and rhythm in their cleats. This is a two-game set here remaining in Savannah. The lights are hotter. Everything is brighter, and boy, oh boy, I hope you're ready for the greatest show in sports. I'm AJ Switek, joined by Josh Talevsky. We've got the great Sam Bauman fieldside, who we'll catch up with in a moment's time. But Josh, these two teams have played 3 times this year, and if each of them are any indication of what we're in for tonight, it is a truly special treat.
And what we knew going into this series was these are two of the best late inning teams in Banana Ball this season. And yet again, we saw another game go to showdowns. The Bananas coming out victorious, and it was thanks to veteran experience. You saw Danny Hosley nail down that showdown shutdown. Kyle Jackson play hero yet again for the Bananas. But they were also able to deny the equalizer point in that game. And you saw where the Coconuts had a couple costly errors, especially from Peyton Chatagnier, that led to the Bananas now 3-0 record against Loco Beach this year.
Well, in spite of last night's loss, Loco Beach still has the main thing at the main thing. We're spreading love, we're spreading smiles, and we're spreading joy. Make sure to make someone smile in the course of the next 2 hours, because we're going to take a look at what happened last night. Loco Beach still gleaming ear to ear, but the result not exactly what they were looking for. After being held scoreless in the top of the first inning, the Bananas came out firing on all cylinders. It was Dan Oberst with an infield single in spite of a good flip try from Peyton Chatagnier. Brought up Reese Alexiadis, and a ball 4 sprint was all she wrote for the first.
Yeah, you saw Alexiadis, very patient approach against Drake Fontenot, and Oberst, a stolen base, advancing on an error, was able to come across and score that first point. But it wouldn't hold up for very long. Gideon Antel, the first hit off of Austin Drury. That one staying fair down the left field line. And then how about the oppo knock from J.D. Urso? That would draw the Coconuts even at a point apiece.
J.D. Urso, a new face in the lineup. Ben Parker is a staple. He put one right into center field that drove in Armani Henderson to score, and Loco Beach quickly made it a 2-1 ball game. But Urso, who we just talked about, hit into this nifty trick play. The magician is just that. Ryan Cox makes it look easy at short, and on the other side of things, Peyton Chatagnier had a trick play of his own. But through 4 innings, Loco Beach holds on to this 2-1 lead. Josh, if you know anything about the Savannah Bananas, you can never count them out in any contest.
Yeah, and you've got Kyle Jackson, who had a really stupendous night for the Bananas and benefited from a little bit of a misplay from Gideon Antel in right field. It was a leadoff double for KJ. And then Olsen hitting this one to Urso. The only play he had was at home, and Ashby Vining unable to pick that ball off the turf. It would knock things up at 2-2, but Jordan Brewer in the 6th inning really jump-started a massive inning for Loco Beach. Had the triple against Grant Besser, and then you see the Coconuts already up 4 runs in the inning. Tanner Allen would make it 6 runs against the Bananas, and Grant Besser and Dakota Stiltz Britton.
Well, I spent yesterday fieldside with the Coconuts, and you could feel on the third base side in this moment of the game, the energy was palpable. It felt like it was Loco Beach's game to lose, but the Bananas bats, they continue to wake up. Robert Anthony Cruz, team-leading 5th home run on the tour. Blake Benson got the last laugh. It is a backflip pitch, trick play. You can count it right down the pipe, just stared at all the way from Ziggy, and then you got some dance moves to boot. But Josh, 3-2 ball game, 7th inning. Jordan Brewer, new dad, just absolutely lasers one out of the yard over the left field fence, and now Loco Beach has a 3-2 lead, an advantage in the trick play column, but this was the turning point.
Yeah, you saw that this call was overturned. They ruled Armani Henderson back safely. It wasn't a pickoff, but then he's gunned down at second base, and it resulted in a trick play for the Bananas, and Bill Loy going behind the back. That would help them deny the equalizer point, especially considering Urso ties the trick play battle right there, but Chatagnier has the costly throwing error that not only negates the equalizer point, it allowed the Bananas to tie the ball game. Luckily, Ashby Vining clutch gun down of JT Sokolov at second base in the ninth.
After the Loco Beach Coconuts' first caught stealing of the entire World Tour, C.J. Williams, 3-2 count, reminds you he's the baddest man in the sport and we need showdowns in game one. Tanner Allen, high hopper. It's exactly what we expect from Danny Hosley. Yet another showdown shutdown for the Bananas closer, and it brought K.J. Jackson to the plate with a chance to win it for the Bananas, and the third baseman, the superstar of this sport, did exactly what he does best. It sprayed to left field, down, driving in the game-winning run, and closing out the opener with a final score of 4-3 Bananas.
Yeah, it was a massive game for the Bananas and another come-from-behind win for the boys in yellow. You see Jackson had the really big night, a 3-for-4 performance, and also a key trick play that helped the Bananas tie the Coconuts last night.
I mean, you look across the board, things were even. 9 runs for both teams, 9 trick plays for both teams. Loco Beach had 3 more hits, but really the difference maker is that far right column. Loco Beach led in trick plays for the first 7 innings of the game, but the Bananas pulled back, secured the equalizer point, and ensured that they held on. It was a 4-3 win last night. We'll be back with more tonight next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to meet your Savannah Bananas. Starting behind the plate, wearing number 17, Easton Parrott. Going out to left field, we call him Pookie. Wearing number 7, Ty Two-Fly Jackson. Where's Coach Rack? Where's Coach Rack? He's in left center field. Robert Anthony Cruz. In center field, wearing number 5, the Doctor, PR, the Doc Meadows. Behind second base, the designated hitter, wearing number 19, Danny Ober. In right center field, the future king of the Pirates, wearing number 2, Reese Alexiadis. In right field, the spark plug, wearing number 22.
The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, and boy, oh boy, do I want to move my hands and feet. I'm just looking at it through a monitor, and this has me excited. The green earth, the sun, it's shining, and we've got more action right here at Loco Beach. Grayson Stadium holding host to Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Bananas and the Coconuts. I'm AJ Switek, the voice of the Vibe. This is Josh Chalevsky. Josh, DR Meadows, an evening ago, put together an exceptional performance. And my understanding is you have some numbers, something to back up that he's the catalyst, the driving force of this offense.
You know, I figured it was time for a science experiment of sorts. I had to test a couple hypotheses of mine, and so I wanted to look at the impact of DR Meadows on this Bananas team. And you see, they started 10-1 in their first 11 games this season. And how about DR Meadows in that time span? He was batting close to 500 for this squad and an OPS above 1,000 for the Savannah Bananas, and he was batting leadoff every single game for this team. But then in Game 2 in Chapel Hill, Meadows suffered a hamstring injury and had to miss a little bit of time. He returned on the 24th of April, and since then, you see DR Meadows, he has still been hampered by that hamstring. Just a 208 batting average, an OPS a little north of 600, and the Bananas are only 3-5 in that time span. But I knew that something was extended just beyond 2026. I knew that there was more to this with the DR Meadows situation. So I got myself down in my stats bunker. I made sure I had enough coffee and everything bagels and everything to sustain myself and really carry out this experiment to its fullest. And the numbers do not lie, AJ. You see the last 3 significant slumps for DR Meadows. The Bananas are a completely different team. In June of 2024, it's Meadows batting .217, and the Bananas are playing 500 ball in that span. Then during their historic 9-game losing streak against the Party Animals at the end of 2023, Meadows was batting just .194 and didn't have a single extra base hit. And then you look at the start of that 2023 tour, Meadows only batted .208, and the Bananas, again, were just an 8-8 team. When he is not going, the Savannah Bananas are a completely different team. So you really see the impact of DR.
Yeah, I'm just going to take your word for it, Josh. On the beach, that is way too many numbers to digest. It sounds cool, sounds like it could be right. And I know that last night he definitely proved your point. I'm more of a visual learner than a numbers guy. I want to put my feet up, put a twisty straw in a margarita, and watch what the doc did best last evening.
Well, yeah, you see that the hypothesis can actually kind of be proven. The thesis is correct. DR Meadows had a huge night for the Bananas last night in that leadoff spot yet again. You see Meadows, a 2-for-4 night against the Loco Beach Coconuts, was able to come around and score a run as well. Again, he's the driving force of this offense, and you saw the Bananas emerge victorious yet again. DR Meadows is that guy for this team. And for more on Meadows, we'll catch up with Sam Bauman.
Yeah, we know the Bananas lately, they've been living and dying by the bat of DR Meadows. So who better to talk to before the game than the guy who's been making it all happen? He's in the locker room. I'm just going to head in and get a quick word with him while I can. Oh, Connor, Hound. What do you guys do? Do you mind if I just squeeze by?
You can't go in there, bro. He's getting in there, getting locked in. It's not okay, bro. You need to simmer down.
Guys, you know me. Connor, I'm friends with your parents. I'll just squeeze by real quick.
When DR plays well, the Bananas play well. You're not talking to him. You're not messing anything up. It takes a lot to get me mad, and you're going to get me going.
Guys, DR, we follow each other on Instagram. We're friends. I know him. Alec, come on,
Dude,
right?
It doesn't matter, bro. It's for the name on the front. We got to have him locked in for tonight. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, I don't want to mess with you, and you're my friend, so I'll definitely respect the boundaries you're setting.
Seriously,
Guys, the truth is out. The truth is out. It's DR Meadows. We'll be right back. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get it.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the Loco Beach Coconuts. Leading off the center fielder, number 9, Ben Pumps Parker. The left fielder, number 10, Tanner Allen. At third base, number 23, Dane Tofflin. First baseman, number 15, Jordan Brewer. The catcher, number 11, Ashby Vining. right fielder number 18, it's Gideon Anthem. Extra hitter number 21, Eric Osper. The DH number 7, J.D. Urso. Second baseman number 13, Mr. Dalton Malden. And the shortstop number 1, Peyton Chaton. Yay! On the mound tonight for the Loco Beach Coconuts, number 24, Andy Archer. The Loco Beach Coconuts are led by Mark Crocco, assisted by Anthony Marks and Andy Morales.
Evening light spills across mountains. Oceans breathe against ancient shores, and cities hum like constellations made human. Every forest carries hidden symphonies. Every stranger contains entire galaxies of memory and longing. The world dazzles through fleeting rainstorms, birdsong, cracked sidewalks, and starlit silence, forever offering the tenderness to anyone willing to wander with open eyes. Here's the Banana Ball standings.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that this brings a lot of tenderness and a lot of wonderful things to the fans of Banana Ball. And you see, this is going to be a wild slate of games across the weekend. You saw the Bananas improve to 13-6, the top team in the Banana Ball Championship League. And then from there, Firefighters, Tailgaters, both of those teams tied for second right now. They will be playing in El Paso, Texas tonight. And the Party Animals and Clowns are still trying to get back in this playoff picture. They will be facing off in Indianapolis this weekend in the first ever headlining series for the Indianapolis Clowns. It's going to be super exciting. And AJ, what do you think the Coconuts need to do to try and get that victory tonight and get back to 500 ball?
My eyes are set on the red equator line. As long as you stay above that, you're getting into the dance. It comes with good vibrations, smiles, and spreading joy. Karma comes around like a circle. Let's check in with Jesse Cole for the rules of Banana Ball, baby.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable!
Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League.
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field.
Oh my goodness!
With the Equalizer Point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taking off for first, throw from Leroy in time.
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They caught it on the 3rd point! We're going to showdowns!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge Roll gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the Golden Batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat, regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Kmart, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
are the rules of Banana Ball.
Thanks, Jesse. You know, all 11 rules in this sport, so fans first, they are what make Banana Ball unique. But last night specifically, Rule 6 was a difference maker. Here, if a pitcher throws 4 balls in any plate appearance, it's not a walk. You're off to the races.
And you oftentimes see when there are guys in scoring position and a ball 4 sprint is fired, it usually guarantees at least 1 run coming in to score for your squad. And you saw the disparity in ball 4 sprints last night. The Coconuts pitching staff allowing 5 to the Bananas 1. And 3 of those 5 sprints that the Coconuts surrendered led to runs batted in for the Savannah Bananas. Really pivotal to them just keeping that offense churning throughout last night's game and helping them start that comeback against Loco Beach last night. So the Bananas had a very disciplined approach in the ballgame. And again, this has been one of those issues that has really reared its ugly head for the Coconuts throughout these 3 games so far against the Nanners.
And again, the Bananas, the founding father here in Banana Ball. The Coconuts in their first year. It kind of shows in stats like this. Savannah aware how important it is to throw strikes in Banana Ball. That is what Rule 6 incentivizes. Be all over the zone. Can the Coconuts fix it tonight? Will the Bananas stay on track? One thing's for sure, it's a sunshiny day at Grayson Stadium, and we've got Banana Ball on deck, baby.
Savannah, let's start getting those hands together. Let's get them clapping. It's time to meet the cast of the Savannah Bananas. I am your chief potassium enthusiast, the young Professor Matt Grafer. Let's go ahead and meet the rest of the gang. First, making their way across the mound, carrying our tune from coast to coast, the world famous Banana Band. She is Her Royal Majesty of Banana Land. Give it up for Princess Potassia. They are the greatest dad bod cheer squad to ever walk across God's green earth. Give it up for the Meadows. They are America's sweetest hearts. Put your hands together for our beloved Banana Nanas. He is our resident bat trickster extraordinaire, Mr. Alex Ziggy Ziegler. He is the king.
For the Bananas, it's simple enough. You call Savannah, Georgia, right here, Grayson Stadium home. For the Coconuts, I often get asked the same question over and over again, and we finally have someone searching for the answers. Sam Bauman, where in the world is Loco Beach?
Today we're going to be asking people where Loco Beach is. But in reality, Loco Beach goes wherever the Coconuts go. We bring the vibe to you. Let's go! For $1, could you guys tell me where Loco Beach is?
Where what is?
Loco Beach.
Loco Beach. No.
Any answer?
No answer.
The tribe's spoken.
Not from here.
You've been extinguished. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. For $1, can you tell me where Loco Beach is?
Loco Beach?
Yeah.
Loco Beach? No, I don't think so.
You don't know where Loco Beach is?
Loco, no.
Keep working out. You need more. Do you guys know where Loco Beach is?
No, we don't.
Gosh, disappointing. Hey, do you guys know where Loco Beach is? No. No dollar for you. Any idea how to get to Loco Beach?
No idea.
Where are we?
Where's the map? I need a clue. 'Cause the scary truth is I'm flying blind. And I'm making this.
I bet this guy knows. Hey man, do you know how to get to Loco Beach?
Yeah, you go left at New Smyrna and then back to Cadillacville.
What state is that in?
Montgomery.
Here's $1. That was incredible. That's not how you get to Loco Beach. Don't follow that. Excuse me. Sorry, I just have a question. Do you know where Loco Beach is? What? Loco Beach for $1. That's not where you're going?
No, I'm going to the Bahamas.
Doesn't sound as cool as Loco Beach, Bahamas, whatever. Excuse me real quick, would any of you know how to get to Loco Beach?
We have no idea.
None of you have been to Loco Beach?
No, we haven't been. No, I was there a long time ago, but I don't remember.
You've been before?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Here's $1. She's been to Loco Beach. This is awesome, congratulations. No, it's your $1 you won. I'm not taking that back, that's yours. Congratulations. Hey, your hats look amazing. For $1, can you tell us how to get to Loco Beach?
Right down that way. You're headed south for sure, and in just a few minutes, you're gonna be there in your dream beach destination.
Wrong answer. We're not buying anything. Loco Beach. You guys know where it is?
No.
No. Where are you from?
Richmond Hill.
They've never been to Loco Beach. We're not buying their food. Excuse me. Sorry. One quick question. Do you know how to get to Loco Beach?
To Loco Beach? No, I don't.
Your art's beautiful, but we're not buying any. Thanks. Do you know where Loco Beach is?
No.
Real quick, do you know where Loco Beach is? We've had worse answers, honestly. I'm gonna let you all in on a little bit of a secret, all right? Loco Beach is wherever you are. Look inside your heart. You've got joy. You've got love to spread in this world. Welcome to the Loco Beach family. The Coconuts are playing their first ever meaningful series here at Grayson Stadium. The first of many in the history, the young history of this fresh franchise that sits at 10-11 and smiles at every turn of the way. We're catching waves. We're riding momentum. The Coconuts have won 3 consecutive series after the Banana Ball Open, but it is time to meet the hometown team. Let's go down to the field and get to know your Savannah Bananas.
Leading off, the extra hitter number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. The left fielder, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 19, Dan Oberst. The center fielder, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. The third baseman wears number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. Catcher number 1, the captain, Bill Loy. Out at shortstop, number 6, he is our glove magician, Ryan Cox. The right fielder, number 18, Danny Do-It-All Hosley. Second baseman, number 8, he is our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. And at first base, number 9, Max Young Goldberg. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas tonight, number 31, Tristan LaFette. Your Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Ryan Kellogg, Bryce Stober, and Reggie, the legend, Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able and remove your caps. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome to the field Ashley Sander.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Sander.
That wonderful rendition of the national anthem welcomes us to Banana Land. It's the Savannah Bananas. It's the Loco Beach Coconuts. It's a kick line to get things going. You're not going to find it anywhere else in sports. 13-6, host 10-11 for the penultimate game of a big-time series here in the month of May. I'm AJ Switek, joined by Josh Talevsky, and boy, oh boy, do we have ourselves a treat between the lines and outside of them. It is 2 hours of pure entertainment and pure fun here at Grayson Stadium. It is just about time to get this clock started, but first, let's take a look at the defense that'll be taking the field to get things going for Savannah.
Yeah, you've got Robert Anthony Cruz, Reese Alexiadis, Danny Hosley from left to right field. In the infield, Jackson at third, Cox at short, Olsen at second, and young Goldberg, the first baseman. And the battery tonight, Tristan Levesque and Bill Loy. And it's been Reese Alexiadis lately really making the impact for the Bananas in center field despite the absence of DR Meadows. 7 trick plays in his last 4 games for the Savannah Bananas. And after the Nanners started Danny Hosley as their designated fielder a night ago, it's Alex Ziegler back in that position, and he will see a majority of the time at first base throughout the night.
It's another unique rule of this sport, the designated fielder, able to play in place of anyone in your lineup out there defensively. Ziggy typically very comfortable on that right side of the infield where you see Max, Young, Goldberg. But it is the first career start for Tristan Levesque. The southpaw on the hill caught up with Sam Bauman just moments ago.
Guys, for the first time ever, toeing the rubber to start the game, Tristan Levesque. Tristan, nerves for this one?
I mean, there's a little bit, but I mean, like I was just saying, I'm excited. This is my first Sam Bauman interview here. I was wondering when it was going to come, and today's the day. So this is a good day to make it happen. Yeah.
A day of first. I'm glad I'm getting all the credit. We're going to see him on the mound, guys.
Huh, cool. You're not nervous, Tristan. You're just excited. Come on now. Number 31 taking over on the mound. He delivers with his left arm and is ready to rumble. 1-0 on the season, 11 2/3 inning of work. He's got an earned run average sub-6. And in the eyes of Tyler Gillum and company, he's earned this opportunity to fill in for Noah Nisnik.
Yeah, he's one of just 2 qualified Bananas pitchers, averaging 3 outs in less than 4 minutes this season. And for Tristan Levesque, played his entire collegiate career at Rhode Island, and 80% of his career career outings in college were starts. So this is something that he really knows for the Savannah Bananas. And in his final 2025 campaign, Levesque was 8-2 with a career-low 3.49 earned run average.
Well, Tristan better have his A stuff going today because he's facing off against the best lineup in Banana Ball. Let's take a look at our starting lineup presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. This Loco Beach group hits the ball harder and further than anything you've ever seen. It starts with the most naturally large human being on planet Earth, Ben Pumps Parker. Tanner Allen, the 2021 National Player of the Year, national champion at Mississippi State, follows him up. And Dane Toughlin, the reigning Player of the Week, are the three due up against Levesque to start things off in the first. Let's get this show started and check in with the young professor.
Banana Maniacs, it's time for the moment you have all been waiting for. When I count to 3, I need you to yell at the top of your lungs, start the clock. In 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
Leading off for the Loco Beach.
The 2-hour clock is ticking, and that means we are underway at Grayson Stadium. Ben Parker, the starting center fielder for the Loco Beach Coconuts, hitting .397 in the year. He's driven in over 10 runs and is the first task for Tristan Levesque in his debut start. First pitch in there for a called strike. Today's home plate umpire Jake Moore signals such. Parker up there aggressive. Tailing towards right, able to cruise in. Danny Hosley gloves it out of the sky for out number 1.
Yeah, and a nice quick out for Tristan Levesque on just the first 2 pitches of this ball game. And that is a massive out for Levesque, considering Ben Parker right now third on the Banana Ball World Tour with a .511 on-base percentage entering tonight. It is massive to keep that guy off the bases to start the night.
For those unfamiliar with on-base percentage, I'll tell you, that's really good. It means that Ben Parker's getting on base over 50% of his at-bats. It brings Tanner Allen to the plate, another guy who is simply seeing beach balls instead of banana balls, is down 0-2 after a long strike scrapes the sky. Again, here in Banana Ball, if a fan is able to grab a foul ball, it's an out. So you've always got to keep your head on the swivel, even on pitches you're fighting off. 4 pitches into his day, Levesque has it battled off again.
And you've seen Tanner Allen, he's been very aggressive early in these ball games, did so last night against Austin Drury. And you've seen him hacking at every pitch that Levesque has been throwing his way as he goes with a little stutter step before missing outside.
It's a left-on-left matchup. Levesque again goes away. Tanner Allen's taken off for first base. There's not going to be contest. He steals bag number 1. Levesque left it outside. It skid by Bill Loy. And that's rule number 5 to a T. Anytime a pitch gets by the catcher, you can get off to the races. Tanner Allen giddy up on his high horse down the line. He's in safely with the stolen base.
That was a very smart decision from Tanner Allen, a Banana Ball rookie, still adjusting to this game, but having a killer campaign. Gets himself on for the ever-dangerous Dane Toughlin, currently on a 21-game on-base streak to begin his Banana Ball career.
Yeah, the Coconuts have played 21 games, so Dane Toughlin has gotten on base in every game he's played. And the only Canadian-born player here in Banana Ball goes by Big Timber. He's the reigning Player of the Week after hitting 3 home runs in 3 consecutive games in the Coconut Series win over the Firefighters a weekend ago. Here, he's in a 1-2 count. Modest lead at first for Allen. Timbers up there hacking. This could be trouble. The glove magician, Ryan Cox, off platform throw, gets the lead runner. It's a fielder's choice that stops Tanner Allen dead in his tracks and gets Big Maple on over at first.
And that's an awfully impressive play from Ryan Cox. You just see the range, him going deep in that 6-hole to wind up firing crossbody to Jackson Olsen for that lead out. And I don't really think Tanner Allen was expecting the throw to come into second base, considering you saw no slide from TA going into that bag.
I completely agree with you. It looks like, he didn't think there was a play to be made. You can't blame him. But Ryan Cox is the gold standard in this sport at shortstop. It brings up a guy who went yard and had a triple last night, Jordan Brewer. Saw it in the pregame. I don't think that home run's landed yet. Went over the awning and left. A true no-doubter by definition. Former Big Ten Player of the Year is up there with a big-time swing and miss. One of the fences. Safe to say he came up about 314 feet short. with Tofflin on at first and 2 away. Pitch misses low. Deuces go wild.
And you're seeing Levesque really trying to work low in the zone against Loco Beach to start this night. A lot of work early for Bill Loy behind the dish, as Levesque will check on Tofflin and deliver the pitch. This one getting behind Leroy. Brewer trying to make it in time, and Chris Walker, the first base umpire, is going to rule him safe at the bag.
Great hustle from Jordan Brewer. Someone of that size typically doesn't move that well, but Brewer is a rarity by definition. Now Loco Beach brings in their designated runner, Armani Henderson, to take over at second. We get another look. Yeah, he certainly beat out that throw. So the drop third strike gets Jordan Brewer on first. The Coconuts have 2 base runners without earning a hit yet in this game, and it brings up Ashby Vining, a guy who hits just about as well as anybody. He will be swinging early in the count. He goes up there with a swing first approach. Bangs his chest saying, you know what, I laid off one early. He is a guy who I would be shocked to see not take a hack right here. And right on cue, Ashby Vining looped into left. Diving effort, no good from Rack. Here comes Armani Henderson in to score. It's an RBI single for Ashby Vining. Immediate run in the first inning. The Loco Beach offense stays hot. The designated runner slides in, and Tiki Turbo secures a 1-0 advantage in the first for the Beach.
And you saw how Bill Loy and the work that he's had to make behind home plate has really cost the Bananas early in this first inning. Of course, there was a wild pitch from Tristan Levesque that was really tough for Bill, led to the Allen steal of first, and then that passed ball on strike 3 for Jordan Brewer winds up extending this inning and putting Loco Beach on the board.
Here's the Ant-Man, Gideon Antle. 2 home runs this year, both in the 9th inning. He is the definition of clutch. He's 5 for 7 in the 9th this year, hitting .370 overall. Many viewing him as the steal of the draft. Banana Ball had its inaugural player draft here this past year. Gideon Antle fell beyond day 1. And I think he's making all 5 other teams think, why didn't we take a second look at this guy? The Ohio product has been on a tear. He's up there battling off pitches to hold on to a 1-2 count.
Yeah, and he's really made a statement with the bat since the Banana Ball Open. 6 multi-hit games for the Coconuts in 10 of their games since that Open concluded. He has just been red hot.
Crowding the plate, Antle on a line. Cox can't bring it down. Bases loaded. It's a line drive single for Gideon Antle, and it brings up a 10-year professional, the Iceman, Eric Osberg, with a chance to make history. Guys, Banana Ball has been around for so long. Josh, I don't think there's a soul in the world who knows this sport better than you. There has never been a Grand Slam in regulation in the history of this sport. Eric Osberg has 3 homers this season. He played 10 years of professional baseball, and one right here would be a history maker.
And he did collect his first career Banana Ball home run against the Bananas in San Diego, so he's seen this pitching staff pretty well so far early on in his career.
Not just San Diego, that was Petco Park, by the way. The Coconuts debut in an MLB stadium. Osberg's seen that average slowly climb. He's adjusted himself to the sport, but stares at strike 2 there. After taking 3 straight, he's got himself in a hole. Can he bring out his shovel and dig out of it in the left-on-left look? Traffic jam on the bases. Osberg, hammered foul. We'll try the 1-2 again. From the stretch, Levesque misses high. Deuces go wild again. 2-2 count, 2 down. Loco Beach has scored a run in this inning and has runners at every station. Osberg crushed up the middle. In comes Jordan Brewer. Ashby Vining's not stopping at third. The relay is nowhere near in time, and it's a 2 RBI single for Eric Iceman Osberg. It's a grade A swing from the 10-year professional that gives Loco Beach a 3-0 advantage in the first.
And his bat has just continued to heat up this season for Loco Beach. Through his first 9 games, he was batting just .206 for this squad, but now across his last 12, a .286 mark. And now you have seen RBIs 13 and 14 in that span for Osberg.
Here's J.D. Urso. took full advantage of his spot in yesterday's lineup. Coach Crocco gives him another look. Kyle Jackson goes between the legs. That's a trick play for the Bananas. That gets them out of the top of the first inning, but not before the damage was done. Ashby Vining's RBI single and Eric Osberg's 2-run single drive in 3. It is a trio of runs for Loco Beach. The team's 2 catchers in Ashby Vining and today's extra hitter, Eric Osberg, had the 2 biggest swings of the inning, and it's about time we see Andy Archer. Whatever's going on down on this field, Josh, what?
Yeah, I mean, you saw Loco Beach, just a really big offensive first inning. This team batting .316 in the first inning of play this season. And again, you mentioned it, one of the best offenses in Banana Ball. That was certainly on display and put Levesque in a really uncomfortable position in the first inning of his first career start.
I was fortunate enough to be a fly on the wall for Coach Crocco, the skipper of this Loco Beach group's conversation with the club today. The message was clear. Look, everyone in the locker room feels they outplayed the Bananas last night. If it was baseball, Loco Beach feels like they won that game 10 out of 10 times. But this is a new team to Banana Ball. This guy, however, a veteran, Andy Archer. That's totally rad, dude. Andy Archer, catch a wave. That's what the tarp was there for. Actually, with the power of TV, I'm going to tell you that's the ocean. Yeah, that's right. They're dragging the ocean off of the turf for the big arch. You're going to love this product. 1-0 on the season. The earned run average continues to plummet. This guy eats innings, he throws strikes, and he trusts the defense behind him to turn trick plays. Andy Archer's a guy who pitches to contact, and it's because he has this group behind him that he feels comfortable every step of the way, protecting his rubber. What I want to point out with this Loco Beach defense, you see Dalton Malden at second base. Sal Jacobo, the designated fielder, expected to play all 9 innings there at second. So Dalton Malden only going to be asked to use the stick, and they get back on track with a middle infield that's always on the same page between Chatanier and Jacobo.
Yeah, and you saw Peyton Chatanier have a big impact on the game last night for Loco Beach. 4 trick plays in that ball game. But again, a costly error in the 8th inning that he will certainly try to remedy throughout tonight's game.
Let's take a look at what the Bananas bring to the plate this evening. It's DR Meadows, Robert Anthony Cruz, Dan Obers, the 3 due up here in the first. Reese Alexiadis, Kyle Jackson, Bill Loy, the heart of this order. It is such a star-studded lineup and a group that really has laid the foundation for what this sport is today.
And again, you need to see DR Meadows put up another big game for the Savannah Bananas. You saw in that pregame show just how much the Bananas are better with him going offensively. 2 hits a night ago, and hoping he can get another multi-hit affair here tonight against a former teammate of his. And he swings at the first pitch and lifts this one deep out to left field, and Tanner Allen will haul it in on the run on the warning track.
TA covers ground with the best of them out in left field. Gives a little nod of the cowboy hat to his pitcher, saying, yeah, Andy, I got you. You know that's a play I make. And quickly, there's one down with Robert Anthony Cruz, better known as Coach Rack, stepping into the lefty's box. Archer and Rack, oh so familiar. Andy Archer, a former Savannah Banana, turned Loco Beach Coconut. Robert Anthony Cruz, the longtime Savannah Banana. After an out on the very first pitch of his day, Archer's 2-1 dribbles foul.
Well, Andy Archer, he hasn't had a lot of long innings this season. You already saw a quick out on the first pitch. He's averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 41 seconds. That is the 3rd best mark among all Banana Ball qualified pitchers.
He's efficient and effective on the mound, but right now him and Ashby Vining can't get on the same page. Archer doesn't want to throw the fastball. Oh, he wants to throw the junk, the 2-2. Way outside, doesn't fool Robert Anthony Cruz one bit, and we're going to need a payoff. Quick rock and a fire. Rack slashes it to the right side. Jacobo can't get a diving glove to it, and it's a single for Robert Anthony Cruz.
I mean, this guy is one of the hottest bats in this Bananas lineup, and the offense has certainly been streaky, but that's not exactly the case with their starting left fielder. Now on a 9-game hit streak for the Savannah Bananas, and he's 4 for 7 batting in the first inning this season.
Is that good?
That's unbelievable. That is a table setter right there.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Well, Rack trying to get some momentum going here with Dan Obers coming up to the plate with an unbuttoned jersey. Doc's been working on those pecs. Working on getting the ball in fair territory as well. Something on the ground here could get the Coconuts out of the inning and secure the first point of the ball game. Exactly what the doctor's ordering here for Andy Archer. Quick glance at the runner. Dan Oberst. This could do it. Between the legs. Between the legs again. Throw over to first, too high from Chatagnier. It's a trick play for Sal Jacobo that gets the lead runner. Now knotted at one trick play apiece, but again, Peyton Chatagnier's throw off target. We saw that a couple times last night.
Yeah, and last night, he wasn't trying to go between the legs when he airmailed Jordan Brewer. That time, a little bit, it's factored in by that transition. Luckily, still within reach of Brewer. Oberst, if that ball gets behind the Coconuts first baseman, he's getting an extra 90 feet, a guy who runs very well for a DH.
Super Reese Alexiadis stares at a strike. Alexiadis swings out of his shoes. Nearly stepped out of the box, but able to keep a foot in. That would have been strike 3 here in Banana Ball. Instead, 0-2, the dealer. Can he find an ace up his sleeve? Andy Archer, with all the cards to his advantage, gives up an 0-2 slash to right. That one's on a line and finding the track. Gideon Antle cuts it off. It's a double for Reese Alexiadis that moves Dan Oberst to third and brings the inning tying run to the plate.
And I'll tell you what, you just got to look at the chooch from Gideon Antle in right field. He nearly gunned down Alexiadis, who I think saw that play was going to be a lot closer than he originally thought. Just able to slide into second base in time. And Archer and Alexiadis, when they were Bananas teammates, oftentimes rooming with one another. Alexiadis able to get the better of his friend as Kyle Jackson stays red hot for the Savannah Bananas and will drive in 2. And KJ did not stop running. Fortunately, Ashby Vining able to scramble to that banana ball and hold Jackson to just 2 bases, but he was nearly about to go 3 with that throw that went awry from Gideon Antle.
Antle's got an absolute howitzer out in right field, the best arm in the league. He let it eat there, but it got over Ashby Vining's head, and KJ stays red hot. So now the inning tying run is in scoring position. The inning winning run is at the plate for the Bananas, and it is their captain, Bill Loy. Leroy on the ground. This should do it for the inning. Chatagnier between the legs. Jordan Brewer has to get into the splits, but helps his shortstop out and secures the Coconuts the first point of the night. It's a 1-0 ball game. Loco Beach starts off in Fuego at the plate. Archer closes things out on the hill. We go to a break before returning here at Grayson Stadium. Oh, what a beautiful night here in Savannah, Georgia. Loco Beach taking the country by storm and this contest as well. You're watching Banana Ball on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's the Savannah Bananas, the Loco Beach Coconuts. Through one, Loco Beach leads it 1-0, and it brings up the back end of their lineup, headed by Dalton Malden, who watches one get all the way to the backstop, but he's content staying in the batter's box. It's 9, 10, and 1 due up here in the order for the Loco Beach Coconuts, starting with the Songbird DM. Levesque misses low. That pitch count, Josh, is something you've got to keep an eye on. Levesque has already offered 30 pitches in this game and counting. And Caden Bowler is just juggling on the side. There is so much to keep your head on a swivel with here in Banana Land. If you talk, you're going to miss it.
Yeah, it is certainly the case. And you see Tristan Levesque falling behind Dalton Malden before finally pouring in a strike. 31 pitches in the first inning for Tristan Levesque, a very laborious inning. And you're still seeing somewhat erratic control, but he will clip that outside corner, according to Jake Moore.
Lots of help from his backstop, Bill Loy. 3-0 turns 3-2. Dalton Malden on the ground. KJ between the legs, bounce pass to Ryan Cox, but behind the back at first, not in time. Uh-oh, Bananas trying to get a little too tricky, and the former Savannah Banana takes full advantage. Dalton Malden running with his hair on fire, says you can keep that clip. I don't want to see that anywhere on social media, because I'm safe at first base. It's a bang-bang play, but he beat it out.
Yeah, great hustle from Dalton Malden, and for the Bananas, just trying to get a little extra tricky on that attempt. It would have wound up a trick play for both Jackson and Ziegler. Instead, with KJ going with that bounce pass to Cox, it's a trick play missed for the Savannah Bananas.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Is that a spray tan? What? Oh my gosh, Brett Carson. You got your shirt off? You've got glitter for skin. Oh my gosh, there is nothing more Loco Beach than a spray tan. In the month of May, when the UV is so high that I can't even go outside without sunblock on. Brett Carson says, oh, I'm not tanning up yet. Why not on national TV get a spray tan before my at-bat? This is Banana Ball, this is Loco Beach, and that is a spray tan gun. I've never got a spray tan, but now I can say I know what it looks like.
And Carson, of course, I mean, after you get the spray tan, you can't put the jersey back on. You got to really let it set there. And you see the numbers for Brett Carson have been pretty impressive so far. One of the rare two-way players in Banana Ball this season.
Relief arm, also a power bat for Loco Beach. The best two-way player in the league's on the other side of things. Danny Hodsley out and right for the Savannah Bananas has been the best pitcher in this sport. Carson looking to make an impact of his own with a fresh spray tan. Stares at a strike. I promise it'll set in. Brett's gonna look more tan. Fishes one foul. Carson's an avid spray tan guy, by the way. Right here in Savannah, Georgia, the people that just did his walk-up,
How many of the guys are avid spray tan fellas?
We don't have to tell all of our secrets on television, okay? Uh-oh, Kyle Jackson, is there redemption? On the money for one, but that's all she wrote, because when you have a spray tan as good as Brett Carson's, there's never a chance you're getting out at first. I'll tell you what, Josh, between you, me, and the 500,000 people listening, that was the secret.
Wow. You had me waited with bated breath, and probably a lot of other people too. You know, that's good suspense by you.
We're just getting started. All right, lineup turns over for Ben Parker. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in this game, but immediately gets another chance. And this isn't the kind of guy that you want to have to face twice this early into your day. Tried to reel that one in, no cigar. Now Popeyes in an 0-2 count. Kids, if you want to grow up to look like Ben Parker, just eat your spinach and lift weights from 4 years old. That's what he said he does. Choked up on the bat. Man, is that thing scorched foul.
And practice your backflips as well. It is even more impressive to see this guy roaming center field for Loco Beach and able to rip backflip catches, much like DR Meadows of the Bananas, who invented that play. As Pumps goes down swinging, Levesque going to the changeup for his second strikeout tonight.
But we won't get to see him put it on display. But Ben Parker is also the fastest guy at Loco Beach. He had the best 60 time of anyone on the team looking like that. It shouldn't be humanly possible. Levesque earned that celebration, and it brings up the 2021 National Player of the Year, Tanner Allen. Allen's tan all natural. Grew up down in Alabama. That's right, not everyone grew up at Loco Beach. I'm one of them, one of the rare few. Alabama's a real place. Tanner Allen's a real good bat at the plate, a tough out. However, this one's blooped foul, and Kyle Jackson snags it from the air for out 3. So after a 3-run first, Tristan Levesque settles in extremely nicely. And now the Bananas are going to come to the plate with a chance to tie this ball game. But Loco Beach has the 1-0 advantage, and their defense will come back out to protect Andy Archer's hill when we're back.
Do you want this bat, or do you want to pie your dad?
Pie my dad.
He's going to pie his dad. All right, Rhett. Interesting choice, but let's go ahead and do it. Rhett, here's a pie for you. Bang, all right. Didn't even wait. He went right for it. Thanks, Dad. We'll put that right over here. All right, well, let's see if that keeps up here. Rhett, I've got a brand new Bananas t-shirt. It looks to be just your size. Do you want this shirt, or do you want to pie your dad?
Pie my dad.
He's going to pie his dad, yeah. All right, that's 2 in a row. Bang, Dad, all right. He lets that fall right up. All right, surely we can't go 3 for 3 here. Rhett, I have a brand spanking new, beautiful, shiny yellow banana ball. Do you want this banana ball, or do you want to pie your dad?
Crafty. That's not split, that's someone dressed as split. You're an imposter. You're a maniac. And how did you manage to make that?
I'm assuming paper mache. I've never seen that before at a Bananas game in my life. That is remarkably impressive. And you know what the best thing about being in Bananaland or Loco Beach is? You can really kind of do whatever you want. It's awesome to see the fans, the ways in which they dress up for these ball games and really bring the fun vibe into every ballpark that these teams are playing at.
My absolute favorite part of any game here in Bananaland is the fact that everyone is just so free to be themselves. No one for these 2 hours and beyond is worried about anyone looking at them some sort of way, or, you know, not being able to fully just let their authentic energy out. And it's because guys like Andy Archer set that tone for fans, because he's out there constantly having a good time, and that'll help the mental with the first pitch strike.
Yeah, you saw his little dance moves as Ryan Cox was coming up to the plate. Another former teammate that Archer's trying to face off against. Again, this guy spent 2 years with the Savannah Bananas, but now has got to become one of the captains of this Loco Beach team and take on a real leadership role, especially with all the experience he's had since joining in 2024.
Cox to left, Tanner Allen camps underneath it and brings it in the traditional way for out number 1. You know, Josh, you and I got to sit down with Andy Archer today pregame before his start, and it's so interesting how he talked about, you know, his shtick with the Bananas was being an archer, having a bow and arrow on his back, but now he doesn't have to rely on that last name. He just gets to be him, because Andy Archer is an avid surfer who in the off-season lives in Hawaii and surfs 7 days a week. He said he feels like coming to Loco Beach was destiny.
Yeah, and I think Mark Crocco, his head coach, was very aware of that. Archer said he's trying to get all his teammates out to the beach, try and teach them how to surf, and specifically said his battery mate tonight, Ashby Binding's the guy who's really got to catch on with that surfer vibe and energy.
Well, Ashby's halfway there. He's got the hair. Unfortunately, though, he just called a 4-pitch ball 4 sprint, and Danny Hosley's not stopping at first. There could be a play at second, but Gideon Ansel can't handle it. It's a two-base ball four sprint for the Bananas closer turned right fielder in this game, who simply does it all.
Yeah, Danny Hosley is very aggressive, and you see the impact of that ball four sprint. You got to be really quick with those transitions. The Coconuts, one of 2 expansion teams this season in Banana Ball, and that means a lot of rookies on that squad. So Hosley wanted to test their ball four sprint defense early. He's successful. You may see many of his teammates also try and get 2 bases on sprints tonight.
Jackson Olsen hitting a .161 this season, but he's got himself a knock here. It's a 1-out single that advances Hosley to third. You're going to see Olsen on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. That'll give him a reason to bust out the moves. It's a big hug over at first base from Caden Bowler, and he's going to be left out there to run on his own. Get another look at it. Just got it off the top of the barrel, landed where the defense wasn't. Works out for a base knock. So now the inning-winning run is 90 feet from scoring. Andy Archer's going to have to get creative. That'll help. Max Young Goldberg stares at a first pitch strike.
Yeah, and with guys in scoring position, Young Goldberg has been especially strong this season. A .333 average and a ball four sprint in these situations. So trying to come through yet again for the Bananas.
After throwing over to first, Andy Archer fills it up again, quickly 0-2. Again, as you just saw on your screen there momentarily, every inning is worth at max 1 point. It's whatever team scores more runs gets the point. Makes every game last pretty much to the final pitch and stay entertaining throughout. Come the 9th inning, you're going to want to stick with us until the 9th inning, because the 9th inning is where things get really interesting. Every run counts as a point. Archer really content with holding Jackson Olsen over at first and getting that white jersey a little dirty. The 1-2. MJG is down on strikes. Ashby Vining corrals it, hits a boogie, and there's 2 away. Archer's got a chance to hold on to the lead.
And that's the first strikeout of the night for Andy Archer. It comes at the perfect time. Just able to go to that, actually the big bender against Max Young Goldberg, a pitch that he didn't develop until he came into Banana Ball. Was previously just a guy working with 3 different fastballs and a split changeup. But that was a beautiful looper to retire Max Young Goldberg.
Archer's a guy who really is not a strikeout pitcher. He'll tell you that. His goal is to induce weak contact. That's just a little cherry on top of a good cupcake for Archer. Now he wants to make it a wedding cake. If he's able to get out of this second inning scatheless and hold on to Loco Beach's lead, huge for the momentum pendulum that's already swung in their corner. Ashby Vining steals a strike. DR Meadows hates it. Will Etheridge, with the Lays in the background, loves it so much that he's got his hands doing weird stuff. Archer, another throw over to first. Jackson Olsen's been replaced over there by the designated runner, JT Sokolov. Archer's just continuing to paint these front door benders. The Bananas have been left absolutely frozen. Chance to get out of the inning here with a single pitch. The big arch. Sokolov off for second. It's a hit and run. Chatagnier fields it. Goes across the diamond. Brewers clumping and got it to secure a scoreless bottom of the second inning. Through 2, it's a Loco Beach Coconuts 1, Savannah Bananas nothing ball game. The former Banana dealing on the hill. We'll see the best and most potent offense of the league when we're back here in Banana Land.
I'm over here on the right field bleachers, and we are representing the entire right field side, and I have a feeling that this side is going to be the loudest side.
Yeah, you got a feeling. You can have first base, you can have right field, because I am over here with our fans behind third base. Everybody out in left field, the best in class of Savannah, Georgia. Let's see who's the loudest. Hit it, Shark. Here we go.
Off to a great start. That point goes to the first base and right field side. Next song.
Let's get it back.
So far, each team has 2 trick plays. The Equalizer Point, the newest rule to this sport here in 2026, says that if Loco Beach, the visiting team in this game, has more trick plays than the Bananas, the home team, they will earn an extra point. So you got to keep your eyes on those, as well as the action on the field. This is the hottest bat in the league. Dane Tofflin at the plate. Scorching one to short. Ryan Cox able to get it on the one hop. His throw over beats Big Timber by a half step and fires up Alex Ziegler for out 1.
That is another web gem for Ryan Cox in 2026. Unbelievable job by Coxie staying with the hop of that banana ball off the turf. It was almost going a little high on Coxie. He's able to gather and throw just in time to Ziggy with a tremendous stretch to retire Dane Tofflin, and Levesque able to keep the leadoff man off the bags to start this 3rd inning.
Jordan Brewer soaring high in the sky, lost up in the sunshine. Not a problem. Reese Alexiadis tips it to Robert Anthony Cruz. It's the 3rd Bananas trick play of the game. So Ryan Cox, the sport's all-time leader in trick plays, just makes a traditionally great play. And then in the outfield, the biggest one-piece fan in the sport reminds you why he's so special in center.
And it's only 3 pitches right now for Tristan Levesque here in the 3rd inning. That was 2 outs for the Bananas. And now 1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock right now for Tristan Levesque, trying to hunt a sub-2-minute frame.
Something's going on out of the mound. Jackson Olsen has come out filming Levesque. It doesn't look like he wants any part of it. Maybe he does.
I think he does. Look at these moves from Tristan Levesque, who throws behind the pitcher's mound and clips the strike zone against Ashby Vining.
Yeah, that video on Jackson Olsen's phone is going to go triple platinum, by the way. I need that perspective. Those, I'm not going to call those dance moves. They're moves. It was something. The strike was impressive.
Kicks.
I'll leave it at that.
There are movements. It's something. It's some
that looks like
variation
me trying
of
to line
dancing.
dance.
I didn't know you couldn't line dance that well. I'm sorry, AJ.
Have you ever seen someone line dance at the beach?
Good point.
That's what I thought. Face of the beach, Ashby Vining with his beach blonde hair that his wife does for him. Big swing and miss, gets him nearly down to a knee and fills the count. The boys are buzzing. Vining's up there living to see another pitch. Hits over the grandstand and off the hood of a teal Jeep.
Yeah, he's very much a hacker at the plate. He's drawn sprints in just 3.5% of his plate appearances, the lowest mark on the Coconuts, but his patience is going to pay off here. Vining extending the inning and trying to get 2 bases, and he is gunned down at second base. Textbook sprint defense from the Savannah Bananas. And Tristan Levesque, that is his fastest inning of the evening so far. 2 minutes and 40 seconds for the rookie.
Got to be careful running against these Bananas. Speaking of the Bananas, let's check in on the field with Bananas Foster.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we have the honor of celebrating the Lank family. Heather and Stacy became a licensed foster family 3 years ago. They're dedicated to keeping siblings together and welcoming children who have special medical needs. In total, they've welcomed 2 kiddos into their home long-term who have been with them since day 1, and this summer will be adopted into their family forever. Fans, please join us in celebrating the Lank family for making a difference right here in our community.
What a special moment at every single game here in Banana Ball. Celebrating foster families and all they do to be heroes in their community. Text Bunch to 50155 to get involved.
Number is going to be announced in just a little bit towards the end of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to right field and make a lot of noise. Get those hands clapping. It's the world famous Banana Band.
How can you not love this product? Banana Ball in full color right here in Grayson Stadium in Savannah, Georgia. I'm AJ Switek, joined by the man to my left, Josh Talevsky, and the man on the mound, Andy Archer.
Ah! Oh.
Oh, big Arch.
What's up, guys?
Andy, how do you rate the new McDonald's burger?
Stop making me laugh when I'm trying to pitch. Ah, strike!
It's a laughing strike for the big Arch. All right, come on, give us a review.
Hold on. I'm trying to work right here, okay? Ah! Nope, it's ball up. All right, 1 sec, AJ. Yeah, good pitch call. Ah! Yeah, okay, what were you gonna ask? Sorry, I was a little distracted.
You know what? Just strike this guy out for me.
That's the goal, that's the goal.
Ya? Fastball high?
No, something new to the arsenal.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Oh! Slipped.
What's that?
Well, it was supposed to be a curveball. Got a little antsy, though.
It's all right. It's where you get him.
Ah! Oh, that's not what I wanted right there to start the inning, boys. I'm going to be honest.
It's all right, Andy. I know you've got to be so familiar with rack. What's
Hey,
it
you're
like?
supposed to swing at that one.
You're right,
you know?
you're right. My bad. Andy, what's it like facing off against your former team?
It's, wow, it's weird. It's like I want all my boys to do well, but I want to do my best against them, but I also want my team to freaking dominate.
Now, consider the Reese Alexiadis plate appearance. He doubles off against you. What is it like when that happens from a former roommate of yours?
He changed his approach against me. He earlier in the year, he was looking middle in. Pitch he hit was middle away, and he hit it well. He hit it really well, so I got a new strategy. Ah! Yep. It's banana ball right there. No box. Hidden treasure chest. Yep. Hope I can throw a good curveball here. Ah! Good, Ash. What's the count? 1-1?
You got a 1-1 count.
Okay.
Andy, I know that you and your battery mate Ashby like to surf together. Is that right?
Yeah. And speaking of roommates, that's my new road roommate. And it's fun to just see him kind of come into his own here, do really well, and
and juju on that beat.
That's right. Ah! No.
So that rooming situation, you, Ashby, and his wife?
On the rare occasion where she doesn't make the road trip, which we love having her around. She does a lot of the guys' hair. All right, I'm gonna bear down right here.
Bear down.
Ready for this? Come on, Obers. Ah! Yeah, there it is. All right, 2-2.
Now you've got something to play with.
Josh,
Put some Big Mac sauce on this
Josh,
one.
what do you think? This is your team, I know, but what do you think
I'm
here?
thinking stay, get him in front with a split change.
Okay, I like that a lot. That's exactly what Ashby just called.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick off. Oh, was he going or no?
Yeah, he was definitely going.
Okay.
He's jumping around over there. Don't worry, now you've got eyes on the back of your head.
Oh, dang it, dude. That is not what I was trying to do right there.
That's Josh Chaletsky's fault.
You're okay. Foul ball, I believe.
Wow. That's integrity right there, boys.
Well, if it's a foul ball, the runner's got to get back to first.
Yeah.
Oh,
now they're calling it a hit by pitch.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
See, we get another look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He's got him on the hands. Well, now you get to face off against Reese Alexiadis.
Time to get my best shot. Time to get my best shot, you know what I'm saying? Ah! No. Man, I'm missing low. I don't normally do that. It's normally up. All right, let's do this. Ah! Oh, no. That's big trouble. Oh, that's big trouble. Ah, good swing, Reese. Well, to answer the original question, my McDonald's order, yeah, double quarter pounder with cheese. I'll go back to it after that.
Oh, Andy, thank you for talking with us. It's a 1-1 ball game.
He got lucky right there.
He hit it hard.
He did hit it hard.
It's all luck.
Are y'all hanging out?
Do a little
I'm
dance
hanging
at the
out with
plate.
these guys. Are you guys?
Yeah, we can
We
hear
got
you.
you, Andy. He looks great from my vantage point. You can tell him that. Thank you so much for joining us, Andy. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Here in Banana Land, we all have the same favorite movie. Say it with me now on 3. 1, 2, 3, Sharknado. Yeah, Sharknado. And right now, we're about to play a game based on our favorite movie. We have 4 sharks here. They're going to be doing dizzy bat when the music goes. When it stops, they're going to be looking for a chair. We are going to go until there's only 1 shark remaining. Sharks, get those foreheads on those bats. And shark up there, let's get some music going. And spin. We gotta get spinning. Get spinning. Get spinning. Keep it going. Music stops. Find a chair. Find a chair. Just like that, we have 1 elimination. Back to your bats. Back to your bats. And start spinning 1 more time. Keep it going. Head down. Keep it spinning, keep it spinning. Oh, there goes the music. Find a chair. All right, we're down to 2. Grab your bats and start spinning. Start spinning, keep spinning. Keep it going. And where's the chair? Where's the chair? It's over here by me. We have a blowout. Boom! Give it up for your Sharknado winner.
Number 18, Gideon Antle.
You know, typically, I'm not a big fan of sharks at the beach. I like ants at the beach, though. And here's the Ant-Man, Gideon Antle, to lead off the inning against Tristan Levesque. Really nice pitch, just dips into the zone for a strike.
How many Sharknado movies have you seen, AJ?
No comment.
Do you know how many there are?
No comment.
For any fans who said 6, you are correct. And by
Does
the way,
snakes on a plane count?
No, not at all. What?
What about Daddy Daycare?
Also, no. I don't think there's 1 reference to sharks in either of those movies.
Good luck, Charlie. It's Christmas?
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm trying to see where the 6 are coming from. I've heard of Sharknado. All right, get back to me on that.
Trust me, there are 6.
That one skips about 2 feet before the plate to fill up the count. That means Rule 6 is in play right here. Ball 4 sprint. We get Antle off to the races. He's got plus wheels. The payoff. There it is. Ball 4 sprint for Antle. He's not stopping at first. Now he is. Puts on the brakes after sprinting down the line. Hits him in safely to start the inning. and brings up Eric Osberg, who had the 2 RBI single in his first try.
Well, when you see your teammate get thrown out at second base the inning before, you don't want to chance things or get too aggressive. Anthem was also the guy who was caught stealing first to end the series in San Diego. So you saw him with that little bit of a base running blunder, trying to just be a little more conservative tonight.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you don't want to chance things. Today I saw you run around the ballpark trying to find anything but your Tupperware to heat up your leftovers because you didn't want microplastics.
I gotta watch out for those microplastics, man. Those are bad for you. People, be careful with those plastic water bottles and whatnot. Like, use the refillable bottles, please. We're environmentally friendly in Banana Ball, okay?
Osberg drilled foul. Sorry, I had to get off the microplastics thing.
You know, I appreciate the ways in which you pay attention to me. Thank you, AJ.
Oh, Josh. I've only got eyes for you in this sport. And Eric Osberg long balls. 10 years of pro playing experience, but he's popped up. This is prime trick play land. They have it in him. Tip back to himself. Jackson Olsen gets just the 1. Bananas now have 4 trick plays to the Coconuts 2. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning with J.D. Urso stepping up to the dish.
Actually a trick play for Ryan Cox, but a good tip from the glove magician. You know, oftentimes you try and potentially see if you can get 2 trick plays out of these tip drills. Maybe someone catches it under the legs, behind the back, but when you see balls hit so high in the air, like that one from Osberg, a lot of times defenders just want to make sure they secure an out and get at least 1 trick play. So pretty wise decision from Coxie.
Here's J.D. Urso. Him and I went on a trip to the Grand Canyon a couple weeks ago. Boy, was it magical. Big swing and miss from Urso. He's a guy who's been trying to carve out more and more time in the league's most loaded lineup. I think this is a starter in the middle infield for just about any other team in this league. Hitting a hair below 300 and stay in the box. Leroy's able to gather it.
He's a true utility player for the Coconuts, can play all 4 infield positions. And we saw quite the offensive impact from Urso last night. 2 knocks. Run batted in for Urso as well, and so Mark Crocker wanted to give him another start to see if he could keep that offense rolling.
Urso down on strikes. Levesque does it again. Fired up on the mound. It's his 3rd of the ball game. And
Yeah,
there's 2 down.
And you're seeing the changeup from Tristan Levesque. When he gets to 2 strikes, he's just trying to get the timing off of these batters. Again, the beautiful thing is it looks like a fastball coming in, starts to die towards the end, and you saw Urso a touch out in front of that banana ball as Malden is late on the gas.
Dalton Malden, 0 for 1 in this game, but he did reach on a trick play missed. Any means possible for Malden. One of the fan favorites here for the Coconuts. Singer-songwriter, turned banana ball player. Malden fished out to right, and it splashes down for a base knock. Just a little saltwater stroking single for Dalton Malden. He's on in each of his looks in this game. That's his first hit.
He was 2 for 4 last weekend against the Firefighters. Now 3 for his last 6 at the dish. It's the reason Mark Crocker wanted to see his bat in the lineup tonight as he keeps the line moving. And now the man in the 10-hole, Peyton Chatagnier at the dish. 1 for 3 last night, but collected an RBI double.
His only hit last night came off a guy on stilts. Chatagnier is hitting below the Mendoza line this season, 197 average. And it's really been head-scratching to see his struggles at the plate because this is a long-time SEC player, Big 12 player, and sometimes when things aren't going your way, the ball just finds a glove. Able to barrel it up, but Reese Alexiadis gets the last laugh and the trick play for the Bananas. It's another scoreless inning for Tristan Levesque, 5-2 trick play advantage. We're boogieing into break zone with Loco Beach on top 1-0.
you to stand up. I need you to put your hands up in the air, because it's time for a little hey baby. Get them clapping. Savannah, I want to hear you singing.
Okay, put your hands up in the air, the hand in the
Let's get loud. Here we go.
Everybody sing now. Hey, baby. I wanna know if you'll be my girl.
Pretty good, but let's get a little louder.
It's a larger-than-life moment at every Banana Ball game. All the fans in attendance, all the players, the coaching staff getting together to do a little bit of Hey Baby. A tradition like no other here in Banana Land. Hey Baby comes to a close, and it brings out Andy Archer. And a ball game knotted at ones. It's up to him to keep it that way. After his offense put up 3 runs in the first, they've been held at bay for a trio of innings and put a lot of pressure here on the longtime Banana Baller who's still all smiles.
Yeah, and you didn't see him really help himself out the last inning. Control a little wild for Archer, issued a ball four sprint. Hit a batter as well, and that led to a walk-off double from Reese Alexiadis. Now just trying to regain that focus, and things always get tougher when you're facing a lineup the second time through. And Kyle Jackson already 1 for 1 tonight against Big Arch.
Last night's showman of the game, KJ, walked it off in showdowns. Jackson skied high in the air, just barely getting beyond the infield. Chatagnier pops it up. Sal Jacobo gets it behind the back. Take a bow. El Mago secures the double trick play, and it's back within 1.
And there you see it. A ball that's not hit as high as the one that was off the bat of Osberg an inning ago. That allows Chatagnier to tip that to Jacobo. He fields it behind his back. And now the Coconuts back in this trick play race. A very impressive job by that duo up the middle.
Here's Bill Loy, well known for his talent on the microphone. If you've ever been to a Savannah Bananas game, you've probably heard his voice. The captain, the host for the team. 0 for 1 on the day. Hit into a trick play all the way back in the first inning. Archer back in the zone. He's been efficient in this game, only 51 pitches into his outing. Depending on how the rest of this fourth goes, it will likely determine if we see another inning of Andy Archer or if Mark Crocco and company dip into the bullpen. Miss inside. High hopper, Dane Toughlin gets it on the hot corner. His throw across the infield, airmails Jordan Brewer. Josh, we are really in a unique situation because never in my life, in all of the games have I broadcast with the official score. But that's you. Is that a single?
I'm going to say, I'm going to have to go E5 here.
There you go.
Have to go E5.
Official word from Josh Chalefsky. It's an error, a rare one on Dane Toughlin. These Coconuts have really struggled with errors specifically against the Savannah Bananas this season. The light's very bright against the league's founding father. The little extra eyes, that's now 9 errors this year against the Bananas.
Yeah, and again, it has led to the Bananas being able to capitalize on so many mistakes, as JT Sokolov is now in the game as designated runner for Bill Loy. Of course, Sokolov, great speed, can try and get into scoring position. And he's certainly going to try to, considering Coconut's unable to score in the top half of this inning. If the Bananas can just get one run across the board, they will take a 2-1 lead tonight.
Worth noting, too, those 9 errors against the Bananas have now come in just 3 games and some change for a defense that otherwise has looked really sharp. But when your defense behind you has errors, sometimes you take matters into your own hands. The Big Arch is a bad man. Gets the second out on his second strikeout of the day. And he's 1 away from keeping this thing tied.
And you see the off-speed from Andy Archer throwing off Ryan Cox. His 10th strikeout of 2026. He had just 8 last year in 214 plate appearances.
Throw down from Ashby Vining, not in time, and that is pivotal because now a ball 4 sprint wins the inning for the Savannah Bananas. So Danny Hosley knows he's going to see pitches to hit because of this piece of running from the DR. JT Sakala. So it's the Bananas closer playing right field in this game and batting Danny Hosley against Andy Archer, who starts things on the right foot with a strike in the form of a foul ball. Hosley down 0-2. This one a chance for the fans. Gotta bring a glove. Gotta bring a glove to a Banana ball game. Mashed into right. Gideon Antle was playing in. Running back. He's able to get underneath it for out 3. Andy Archer keeps the Bananas off the board. It's a 1-1 ball game. 4 innings into this one. And would it be Banana ball without entertainment? Let's go down to the field for flipper off.
Fans, here in Banana Ball, we like to try to keep it a family-friendly show. But right now, we're going to toe the line with this next game that we like to call Flipper Off. Bring out our contestants. Andrew and Dewey here are going to be racing around the bases in their floaties and flippers all the way to this pool on the third base side, all while trying to avoid water balloons courtesy of the Loco Beach Coconuts. The first one to make a splash is our winner. Gentlemen, goggles on and Godspeed. In 3, 2, 1, go! Flop those fins. Don't get hit. Try not to get hit. Keep those flippers on. Oh, we got some splash. We have a flipper down, flipper down. Keep it going, keep it going. We're neck and neck right now, we're neck and neck. There's some taunting going on between the two. Who's it gonna be at the end? It's a photo finish. Give it up for Andrew.
Now coming to pitch from the U.S. Women's National Baseball Team and the #1 draft pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League, Kelsey Whitmore!
Kelsey Whitmore takes over for Tristan Levesque on the mound. The Savannah Bananas pitcher with a tall task here. Going to be asked to mow down the top of this order. And boy, has Whitmore looked good in her opportunities this season.
Yeah, this is the 11th time that she has appeared for the Bananas, and in her 3 1/3 innings this year, she has been flawless, averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and she has faced the minimum so far this year. 1 ground out, 6 flyouts induced, and 3 strikeouts for Kelsey Whitmore. But she's got to go against the top of this Coconuts order, and it starts with Ben Parker, 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout.
Ben Parker, after a tip of the helmet, takes the first pitch of the plate appearance inside. Whitmore has been perfect in her 3 1/3. Now she's entrusted with the ever so important 5th inning and has Ben Parker way out in front. It's such a change of pace from Tristan Levesque. I really like this decision of Kelsey Whitmore as the follow-up act.
Yeah, and she's got a 5-pitch mix as well, so you're still having to make adjustments for all of those speeds coming out of Whitmore's hand. And I'm telling you, we have talked about how dominant she's been this season. She has really proven why she was that #1 overall pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League draft as Parker goes down swinging for the strikeout.
Kelsey Whitmore waves Ben Parker goodbye. The bodybuilder went fishing and couldn't reel it in. And Whitmore's out there for more. She's extending the outing here to face off against Tanner Allen. Allen looped into left. Robert Anthony Cruz is underneath it. And Kelsey Whitmore has faced 2 batters and gotten 2 quick outs. Just 5 pitches.
Yeah, 2 quick outs. Currently 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock for Kelsey.
It's the first female in the history of Loco Beach. Let's make some herstory, baby. Why not? Kelsey Whitmore, she's been wheeling and dealing all season long. Now 4 perfect innings, but she's got to face off against Danae Benitez, who has singled in each of the last 2 Coconut Series. It's big versus big. 2 women who will be playing professionally later this season. Whitmore got the better of Benitez in their first duel back in Petco Park. Now here in a 1-1 spot. Danae Benitez lines it to left. Robert Anthony Cruz, backflip catch and a beauty. It's a 3-out inning and perfection from Kelsey Whitmore. She doesn't even need 10 pitches to get a 1.5 inning with 3 consecutive outs. Kelsey Whitmore, you are her.
Of the United States military, both past and present, please rise. Fans, please join the coconuts and bananas in honoring the men and women that serve this great nation as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country, to our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The coconuts and the
You are watching Banana Bowl on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And boy, oh boy, has this game been everything it was advertised to be and more. Blow for blow, jab for jab. 2 of the league's top dogs have been going to war, and we are all knotted up as we head to the bottom of the inning. Here comes Kyle Perry taking over on the hill. He just watched Kelsey Whitmore come in and dominate. A beauty of an inning from Whitmore. It's followed up by KP, Mr. 1 of 1 himself, dealing with 9, 10, and 1 in the order. It starts with a little squirt job to short. 1 hop, but they get him in time. Shot Tanya to Jordan Brewer. 2 pitches, 1 out for Kyle Perry. It brings up Max Young Goldberg. But Josh, I'm still focused on how phenomenal Kelsey Whitmore is at this sport.
Well, look, we just saw an inning that was thrown around 1.5 minutes for Kelsey Whitmore. The first inning she's ever tossed in less than 2 minutes in her prolific banana ball career. And now things get turned over to Kyle Perry. He had the first sub-2-minute inning in Loco Beach Coconuts history. So pretty cool to see Kyle Perry follow up Kelsey Whitmore. And you see him already working awfully quick, but cannot get the call on the outside corner from Jake Moore. He's looking for a quick punch out, but now a 2-2 count to MJG.
Young Goldberg, broken bat in no man's land in the Bermuda Triangle. Kyle Perry off platform. He got him. Are you kidding? Kyle Perry is truly 1 of have one. A shortstop play from the man on the mound. My goodness. That's a play of the year competitor, and he got him by a half step.
And when he grabbed that ball, his back was nearly to Jordan Brewer. What an unbelievable play from Kyle Perry in his sophomore campaign. You just see what an athlete he is on the mound for Loco Beach. Bananas loved having him on their squad a year ago. Very much one of those team-first guys. And now he's hunting a sub-2-minute inning. That one in the glove of Ben Parker. 1 minute and 46 seconds for KP. Back-to-back sub-2-minute frames. We are at a lightning pace here tonight in Grayson Stadium.
Why don't we pie anybody else? Well, it's graduation season, which has inspired our next game. And as I am the father of 4 teenagers, let me tell you something.
Son of a
somebody
gun.
offered me prizes.
I am plussed right now. Are you kidding me?
Josh is plussed. I'm smiling.
Wow.
I mean, this is Banana Ball. And YouTube chat, I want to give a big time shout out again for opting to spend your night here with myself and Mr. Tuletsky. It's a Friday night. Where else would you rather be? We love you. We appreciate you. And I have so much joy in this world for everyone who takes the opportunity to tune in to BTV. So make sure to make people smile, spread some love, and share your smile with the world because it means the world. We love you, YouTube chat.
Take it easy, Mom. Take it easy. All right. So no textbook. Now, he's going to Kennesaw State University. We actually want to offer you season tickets to every football game for next year, or you can pie your grad.
Wow! You want to talk about a lightning fast inning? We just witnessed it strike twice in a row. Kelsey Whitmore, 1.5 minutes. Kyle Perry, 1 minute 45, and both of them are moving quickly. Pies are hitting bases. There's graduation caps on, and this is Banana Ball at its finest. Sometimes all you can do is laugh. And win a check.
Wow, how generous of Split. Giving this guy 2 lucky parents. I'm telling you, that is worth a lot. That is worth a lot right there. You can't put actually a dollar amount on that. Are you crying, AJ? You tearing up? It's okay.
Wow, wow, what a special moment here in Banana Land. 2 lucky parents.
And now
gifted on a check, and now we have to go look at the field.
Yeah, Alan Sathoff taking the mound for the Bananas. On the mound for the first time since the 25th of April when he was facing off against the Party Animals. Control did elude him in that outing. 2-ball-4 sprints that he issued in 2 runs, scoring against him. And the man working with Alan Sathoff tonight, Bill Loy, now joins us on the broadcast. Bill, how you doing tonight?
Joshua! Oh, I stuck that.
I've got to pull myself together.
That was not a strike, but I called it so well, he called it a strike.
Split's giving out lucky parents. Bill Loy's giving out pitches just around the zone.
Here we go. Behind the back. Throw to first. He is. Oh! A double trick play for the Nanners squad. What a beautiful play. We got 2 trick plays and 1 out, Joshua.
And Bill, your play-by-play is still as immaculate as it's ever been. Now, I'm curious. Last night we saw you impact the game in a major way. You went behind the back with the transition before you gunned down Armani Henderson. What was the thought for you going into that series?
Oh, no. Come in. Well, first of all, Josh, I forgot that happened last night. Thank you for reminding me. You know, I kind of read the whole game like a book, you know. I was like, we need some momentum on our side, and I don't think any catcher this year has done a trick play. So I was like, if I could get a trick play behind the dish right here, that would really get the guys going. So I went fastball away. Holy handstand, y'all see that? That was pretty cool there.
There you go, Bill.
Hey, you know what they say, if you throw a bad one, you just gotta throw a good one. So here goes another one. There it is, that's how it works, every time. 70% of the time it works, 100% of the time.
1-1.
Yeah, but I went behind the back. Good throw to second. When Jackson actually made a good play out there to put the tag on him, and the boys needed that. Oh, get over, Allen! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Please throw the ball at first.
Trying to get too tricky over there. Alex Ziegler extends what would have been another sub-2-minute inning in this game. Gideon Antle hustles up the line. It's going to be a trick play miss that brings up Eric Osberg.
You know, you just stole that line from me. We got a couple one-minute innings going right here. That would have been 3 in a row. That'd have been cool. I'm gonna throw him out though right here. Throw Gideon out. That's a strike.
See, I've got to be careful. If I don't start stealing your lines, I think you're coming for both of our jobs.
Watch this. We're gonna pick him off. No, terrible pickoff move. Sorry, Al. Let's see here. I like this pitch call right here. Oh. You guys remember what I said earlier? Throw a bad one, and you throw a good one. That's it. Fans, make a play. 2 hands.
Now, Bill, we are still hunting our first fan-caught foul ball at Grayson Stadium this season. What do we have to make happen for that to finally come to fruition?
I don't know. Maybe we need to quit selling beers.
That's no fun.
Maybe the fans need to be more sober or something. I don't know.
I think we need to start bringing gloves. That's more of the answer.
Yeah. Or we could, let's go fastball up, throw him out right here. Throw him out for fun. Josh, that was a quick inning. Thank you guys for having me. Love you guys. Thanks for remembering my trick play last night. I'm gonna go catch a barrel now. Love you guys.
Best of luck the rest of the way tonight, Bill. Thanks for joining us. Bananas, another scoreless inning, still 1-1 with the Nanners trying to earn a second point.
Does he know about the DO, Ari? Huh? The door.
May I have your attention, please?
Zach Smith taking over on the mound for the Loco Beach Coconuts after a mighty quick inning from Kyle Perry. We see Zach Smith and what he's done on the 2026 World Tour. It's been an up and down campaign, got hit around a little bit by the firefighters, but he looks to get the train back on the tracks in a pivotal point here in a tied ball game.
Yeah, this is a really talented arm for the Loco Beach Coconuts. The first pick on day 2 for them in the Banana Ball player draft. And for Smith, just a few too many hits given up lately. You see 18 for him in 8 1/3 innings pitched, but pours in a nice heater that just can't get the call behind the dish. Starts 1-0 in favor of Rack.
Rack puts it on the carpet. Chatagnier charging, throwing over Big Timber. The throw is not in time. Robert Anthony Cruz, 2 for 2 on the day with the sprint. Chatagnier gave it his all, but just didn't have the arm to beat it out.
Yeah, and you saw Dane Toughlin was moving over, thinking about potentially making a play on that banana ball. That's where things get a little tricky. Chatagnier then has to throw over Toughlin while making that play. So helps out Rack a little bit as Oberst chops this up the middle, and Jacobo and Chatagnier with a little miscommunication as well. That one dribbles into center field, and the Nanners now back-to-back hits against Smith to start the bottom of the 6th.
Reese Alexiadis has a chance to give the Bananas the lead. Again, in Banana Ball here, Whatever team scores more runs in the inning secures the point. So with Loco Beach having 0 and already having their turn to bat, any run here would make it a 2-1 game. Ball 4 sprint would do the trick. Ball hit to the right part of the yard for Reese Alexiadis could as well. Smith can't afford to miss the zone again, or the Bananas will take their first lead of the night. And they do just that. Reese Alexiadis works a 4-pitch ball 4 sprint. It's a run for the Bananas and a point. 2-1 ball game as we head to the top of the 7th here at historic Grayson Stadium. Two-thirds into the affair, it's a 2-1 Bananas advantage. And you're watching Banana Ball on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Sam Bauman, fieldside, please be careful. What are you doing down there?
Sorry, just hanging out with a bunch of Bananas. We got Coach Ty Jackson today. EP, could you move the mic to Ty?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm Coach Jackson here, and, you know, a long dream of mine is coaching.
Yeah, guys, we had no plan for this. This has just all happened. I'm going to let us get back to the game. DR is going to fall.
Hey, let's play ball.
Okay, whatever that was, I'm going to pretend I didn't see it. Top of the 7th inning, 2-1 ball game. Here's J.D. Urso at the plate. Sadoff back out there after a very good 6th inning of work.
Yeah, this is the first time the Bananas have ever given him a 2nd inning of work in an outing this season. And he was very efficient, 11 pitches to start his night. And he will get the strike appeal in his favor as they check down to the first base umpire, Chris Walker.
Ball gets by. Urso's got to go since he's out of the box. He hesitated, and it's going to cost him. He's caught stealing first base by Bill Loy. After allowing one in the 1st inning, J.D. Urso a bit indecisive, and it pays big time for the blue and yellow.
Yeah, that is just a rookie mistake by the young coconut. J.D. Urso, you saw him, he stuttered, wanted to stay in that box, then realized both of his feet out of that right-handed box, which means you have to go. And from there, pretty easy for Bill Loy to gun him down and get the first out of the inning, albeit pretty unconventional.
Matchsticks fill the board. 1-1 count, 1 away. Coconuts have 1 point. It's on the ground to Kyle Jackson. He does it the routine way. Right across the diamond to Alex Ziegler for out 2. After scoring 3 runs in the 1st inning, Loco Beach has yet to put a run back on the board. To this point of the season, these Coconuts have had the most potent offensive lineup in the league. But tonight, the Bananas are reminding you why they've had the most dominant staff in all of Banana Ball.
Yeah, and we've only seen 1 hit for the Coconuts from innings 2 to now. It came courtesy of Dalton Malden in that 4th inning. So the Bananas doing a very good job of limiting these base runners. As you see at the bottom of the score bug, more quick work right now from Alan Sathoff, currently just a hair over 2 minutes.
Peyton Chatagnier, mature take to watch that breaking ball run away from the zone. Sadoff's 1-2. Shot Tanya, broken back, right back to the bump. It's a cartwheel and a delivery to first for the final out of the inning. That's creativity on full display from Alan Sadoff. He keeps the Beach at bay once more, and it is a Bananas 2-1 lead that can't get any more exciting than plays like this.
And that's only the second time we've seen a player rip the cartwheel for a trick play. It's now Matt Wolf and big Alan Sadoff for the Savannah Bananas. What a play to end the seventh.
The lights have gone off in the stadium. There are now bleachers behind home plate. And if there's one thing that I know about these Savannah Bananas, it is that we are in for the show of a lifetime at Grayson Stadium. I don't know what's coming next. All I know is that bleachers aren't traditionally on the field of play. Normally you watch from them. We get to watch from up in the booth now.
It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the great American game. With love. Too loud, too reckless.
Nightfall arrives like velvet poured across the sky, softening the world into hush and silver. Stars awaken one by one. Lanterns of distant longing, while moonlight drapes rooftops and rivers alike in a tender, dream-bound glow of quiet wonder. The sun has set here at Grayson Stadium. The bleachers have taken the field and since removed them. And it's time to watch Kyle KJ Jackson duel against the former Colorado Rockies longtime farmhand, Keegan James. 10 1/3 innings of work this season, Keegan James has been dealing 1-1. The task simple in idea, near impossible in execution. He needs to keep the Bananas off the board to keep this a 2-1 game.
He was a 9th round pick from the Loco Beach Coconuts in the Banana Ball player draft. Suffered the loss on Saturday against the Firefighters, allowing a go-ahead walk-off on a ball four sprint and tremendous hustle from South Trimble. But James has been very good at keeping the ball on the ground this season. 11 groundouts to 8 flyouts induced. And that's what the Coconuts really need if they want to get back into this trick play battle right now against the Savannah Bananas. They are still trying to earn that equalizer point, and they could really use it considering the offense has really been scuffling for most of this game.
Yeah, with the Bananas leading the trick play column 9-4, it doesn't feel realistic that the equalizer point will play a factor in this game, but you never want to rule it out. Especially not for a team coined the comeback Coconuts for a reason. Of the 10 wins this season, 8 have been come from behind for Loco Beach. The 0-2 from James just barely battled back into the netting and fell. And it's such a good thing that someone invented a net. I can't imagine how they used to play this game. I guess Banana Ball was invented after the net. And Keegan James reminds you what a strikeout looks like. Doesn't matter if it's a centuries old or as new as that one. Strikeouts are exciting, and Keegan James fires you up.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of live fastballs from Keegan James before he pulls the string on KJ, still in an 0-2 count. And how about the scuba celebration from Keegan James? Looking pretty dominant to start his inning of work tonight.
It's a 4-pitch punchy, headlined by that yo-yo pitch to send KJ back to the dugout and bring up Bill Loy. They're missing inside. Keegan leaves it a bit out. 2 balls to no strikes. Underneath the lights, Bill Loy takes a 3rd straight miss.
Yeah, and this is where you see Keegan James. It's kind of been up and down sometimes for this guy. You'll see these flashes of brilliance, and then the next moment, some inconsistency from the right-hander who is just able to scrape the outside corner. He's currently now got 9 ball, 4 sprints, and 9 strikeouts, but looking like it could switch back to more sprints than strikeouts this season if he can't locate, and that one will miss down.
It's a ball 4 sprint for Bill Loy. Puts the brakes on at first base. Ashby Vining with the heads-up play to come cover and make sure Loy hustles back to the bag. Inning-winning run now on base for the Bananas. Keegan James gonna have to work with the runner aboard. Ryan Cox coming up to the plate. He's had himself a series defensively, but has really struggled at the plate this season. See if he can put something together here against the former professional baseball player Keegan James.
Yeah, Cox has reached base safely in 5 of his last 6 for the Bananas. He's not been able to get on tonight so far. Hoping to just keep this line moving. Not exactly a power bat in this Bananas lineup, but very good contact skills and a disciplined eye. 15 ball 4 sprints for Cox compared to 10 strikeouts this year.
It's pretty simple. Whoa, splits all coconutted out. But for Cox, the approach is simple. For the most part, he's going to leave that bat on his shoulder unless he gets the exact pitch he's looking for. He definitely goes up there with a ball 4 sprint approach. He leads the Bananas in ball 4 sprint rate for that reason. So it comes with a little push and pull. He's 0 for 2 on the game, but now a ball away from getting aboard. It's exactly what happens. 4-pitch ball 4 sprint. Ryan Cox gets on and Bill Loy's off to the races. He holds up at 3rd, but there's runners on the corners with 1 away, and the inning-winning run stands 90 feet from scoring. It would make it a 3-1 Bananas lead.
And now when you go back to the 6th inning, 3 of the last 4 batters that have come up to the plate for the Bananas have drawn a ball 4 sprint. Again, it's the errors and the ball 4 sprints that have been the biggest bugaboo for the Loco Beach Coconuts when they faced off against this Bananas team. And now Keegan James trying to find the strike zone.
What is a bugaboo? Well, that's a good play from Sal Jacobo. Ashby Vining running Loy back to the bag. They get him there. No one's covering second, so that'll be all the damage. Wait, did they? Are they saying no one touched Bill Loy? What is the call? There is no signal from any of the umpires. There's just confusion. The home plate judge, Jake Moore, calls his entire crew to come look at the monitors because no one signaled that there was a tag on the runner. Intrigue. Okay, here it is. Did Loy get tagged? Oh no. Oh, he's way out of the base path though, right? What a juke move. I can't tell if the glove touches him. What I'm currently paying attention to is how much green turf is in between him and the base path. Yeah, I mean, he is way out of the base path. And it also looks like Dane Tofflin just barely clipped him to me.
Yeah, again, the most difficult thing with going into this review is what was the call on the field made? Because, again, if you can't find conclusive evidence in this situation, you have to defer to the call on the field. And we still aren't sure what that was.
I think
from
there's
Kelly
a lack
Dine.
thereof right now. I really do. I don't think that Kelly Dine signaled anything, which would make you think that maybe there was no out. but still, we're trying to figure out as much as you guys are. Oh, yep, that's the angle right there. He got him. The jersey's tugged. It almost looks like he clamps around it. Watch how the jersey moves.
And that's all you have to do as the third baseman is make sure you clip some part of the jersey in some fashion.
Overturned. The runner is out.
Okay, so they'll say the ruling on the field was initially safe from third base umpire Kelly Dine, but Coach Crocco uses his coach's challenge to perfection. He will get to keep that in his back pocket now because it was successful, and there's 2 away after Dane Tofflin was able to barely nick the jersey. After a lengthy review, there's runners on first and second with 2 down. Broken bat, Jackson Olsen sprays it foul. Chance for the fans, but it finds cement.
And I don't think Olsen was even aware that the bat was broken. He was going to continue to swing that stick before JT Sokolov stepped in and made sure he could get Jackie a new piece of lumber.
Olsen, another foul ball, just barely not able to square up Keegan James, who's a strike away from keeping the 7 scoreless. Big time 0-2 offering. Keegan James, a kick and an offer. Got him to go around. Keegan James slams the door shut in the 7th inning. It's a 2 punch-out frame that holds this ball game at a 2-1 Bananas advantage. They don't call them the comeback coconuts for nothing. You don't want to go anywhere. The hottest bats in the league are at the plate when we're back in the 8th. The Loco Beach Coconuts started this game by securing a point back in the 1st inning, but since the Bananas have scored 2 unanswered. This is Banana Bowl on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie. The lights are on at Grayson Stadium. The sun sets off in the distance, and it is time for a heavyweight matchup between Frankie Moscatello and Ben Pumps Parker. In Parker's last time up, Kelsey Whitmore struck him out. Now here against Moscatello in a gotta-have-it spot, the 0-for-3 Parker is up 1-0 in the count.
Yeah, this is the 9th time Moscatello's been put out on the pitcher's mound this season for the Bananas. Last weekend surrendered his first earned run since the 14th of March as this ball is roped into deep left center field, and that one will bounce off of the wall, and Parker slides in with a booming leadoff double against Moscatello.
It's a tropical surge for Ben Parker. When his team needs it most, he finds Tornado Alley out in left center and leaves no doubt. It's a leadoff 2-bagger for Ben Pumps Parker. Puts the muscles on full display. Railed off the wall, and Tanner Allen follows it up with one of his own. Rail shot straight through the heart of the deep fence, cuts it like a knife. And there's runners on the corners with nobody away. You can never count out these comeback coconuts. 2 ducks on the pound now for the reigning player of the week, Dane Tofflin. Great Dane has a chance to tear this 8th inning open against Frankie Moscatello.
And again, the 8th inning historically has been very good to the Coconuts this season. They are batting .330 as a team in the 8th inning of play, and you see already 2 hits on the board for Loco Beach, and Dane Tofflin trying to keep his on-base streak alive right now, has to duck out of the way of that heater.
The Coconuts are a team that progressively get better as games roll by. You don't want to let them hang around. The newest kids to the sport, like a pesky youngest sibling. Let them stick around and it will be trouble. 3-0 spot. Moscatello keeps Tanner Allen in line over at first. A 4th ball here would score a run on the sprint from Ben Parker. Allen's got some good speed at first as well. The 3-0 fills it up for a strike. Tofflin was off to the races, but he'll settle back into the box now in a 3-1 count.
Yeah, and the safe harbor rule comes into effect there, even though Dane Tofflin leaves the batter's box thinking it's ball 4. In those situations, there is no penalty given to the batter. More so, that's somewhere where the umpires need to make that call a little bit quicker as Tofflin's hacking 3-1. And now we will get a payoff pitch that's looming.
For the Coconuts, it's power on deck and in the hole with Jordan Brewer and Ashby Vining. Can Tofflin keep the line moving? Nobody away. Moscatello's payoff from the stretch. Tofflin skies it high into foul ground. Ziegler's running out of real estate. There's no play to be had. Takes a big chop off of the bleachers, and we're going to have to try the 3-2 again. Hey, that's a good shirt. I need more teal out here. Loco Beach, 10-11 in their inaugural season. If the season ended today, they'd be the 4th of 4 seeds that make the playoffs. Trying to get back to 500. We try the payoff once more. It misses high. Ben Parker scores. Tanner Allen being signaled in to score from third, but he puts on the brakes himself. Probably a good decision with nobody away. So runners stay on the corners. Dane Tofflin's going to head back to the dugout. Designated runner Armani Henderson takes over at first. Oh my gosh, Meatball is Santa Claus.
I think I want the most is for everyone here to be a Coconuts fan.
Wow, what a great wish. Ho, ho, ho. I think I can make that happen. Everybody look around. My coconut elves will be up in the stands shortly passing out lays for all the new Coconut fans.
Oh, little Saint Meatball. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have. Free lays for everyone in attendance. He's putting his elves to good use.
I know exactly what that guy can do in the offseason when there's
line
no
drive up
ball.
the middle. Jordan Brewer drives in Tanner Allen. And that is exactly what I wished for when I sat on Santa's lap this morning. Wow. RBI single. Moscatello in the loneliest spot on the field right now, out on that mound, just looking to find himself an out. It's a 2-run 8th already. Runners on first and second for Ashby Vining. I mean, if Joe Filomeno was my mall Santa Claus, it would be a family tradition to go every single time, and that's even if I didn't have a family.
Well, you can go this year, AJ.
Ashby Vining line drive. The gifts just keep on giving. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's a 3-run 8th. RBI single for the face of the beach. Armani Henderson cruises in. And just like that, the Coconuts are in pole position to tie this ball game.
Only 4 hits for the Coconuts through the first 7 innings of play. They've got 4 here in the 8th inning alone. What a big jump for the Coconuts here in the late stages of this ball game. And now it's Gideon Antell, one of the best late game hitters, up right now for Loco Beach.
Antell, big swing and miss. Leroy's throw down to third. Got him! They catch Jordan Brewer getting a little too aggressive on the bases. Slow to get up. Coach Crocco's challenging. Immediately runs out and taps both sides of the head, indicating we have a challenge over at third, and that's not going to be overturned. He's out by a good bit. Kelly Dine, the female umpire down the third base line, had the best vantage point of them all. She called him out right away, but Josh, you can't take a challenge with you, so you might as well try it.
You can certainly use it, but with your team already up 3 runs, it's a little confounding for me. You almost want to still have it in your back pocket in case something happens to you in the 9th inning where everything means so much more. Honestly, a little surprised at this challenge from Mark Crocco, but you can never have too many runs in an inning if you're the visiting team.
Hold on. I don't want to jump the gun here. The throw had him beat by a good bit, but we're looking at the tag. Kyle Jackson never looked at Jordan Brewer. It was a no-look tag. Did the glove stay between his arms, or was he able to get that orange wrist tape? This is close, Josh.
Again, you've got to look for conclusive enough evidence, and if you cannot find it, you kind of have to continue to defer to the call that's made on the field. And specifically from this angle, we're seeing this is more what we want to see, and it's still awfully close.
The field stands.
So Jordan Brewer caught stealing third. They're going to stick with the call on the field. The Coconuts no longer have a challenge to play with. There's 1 away and a 1-1 count for Gideon Antle. The Bananas going to deny their 2nd straight equalizer point here in this series. So best case scenario for Loco Beach is to go to the 9th inning tied at 2 apiece. Antle thought about going around. Chris Walker, first base umpire, says he didn't. Gideon Antle, powerful hack, but he's underneath the heat. Fills up the count. Antle swings and misses. Back pick is not in time. There's 2 down for Moscatello and company with Eric Osberg headed to the plate. Hold on.
The world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts. Oh, Britton.
Here comes Stilts. Plays both sides of banana ball. Had a single against the Party Animals last week at Truist Park in Atlanta. And now for a 2nd straight night, the tallest athlete in the league is taking the hill.
Yeah, always great to see Stilts get a chance to pitch on the mound for the Bananas. Again, he was on the mound when the Coconuts had their biggest inning last night. They tallied 3 runs against All Britain, but he's got a little chip on his shoulder tonight, looking to try and get a quick out upcoming against Eric Osberg, the extra hitter tonight, who is 1 for 3 and had a 2-run single in the 1st inning of play.
Osberg, a longtime professional, likely thinking I've got to see Stilts throw a strike before I give him one. Another good take, makes it a 2-0 count. You can only imagine how hard it is to locate the zone from Stilts. But Dakota Albritton continues to prove anything's possible here in Banana Land. Gets the call there. And now Osberg's seen one, so anything's in play here in a 2-1 spot. Stilts works quickly. Osberg slashes it foul. Osberg fists it. Drifting foul and can't tightrope walk that line. We'll have to try the 2-2 again.
He's a good battler at the plate for Loco Beach, one of the highest ball force sprint rates on this team. Very much you see just professional plate appearances every time this guy's in the batter's box, and he's going to spoil another strike poured in from All Britain.
Eric Osberg holds one of the top 10 one-piece card collections in the world. Believed in it before anyone else did because of his love for the anime. And it has paid dividends and then some. Himself and Reese Alexiadis talk about it often. Looks like Stilts may have just found himself an out. Center field, Alexiadis from one one-piece fan to another. Osberg flies out to center, and Albritton gets himself out of the inning. Not before Loco Beach tallies a trio of runs against the Bananas. We head to the bottom of the 8th in a 2-1 game.
Here in Banana Land, we need everyone on their feet, your cell phone flashlights out, and your singing voices on, because it's time for Yellow.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. Everything you do.
Sing it loud, Savannah, Georgia.
I came along, I wrote a song for you. All the things you do.
And what was it called?
2-1 ball game in favor of the Bananas. Here's how we got here. Robert Anthony Cruz frustrated back in the first. It was a 3-run frame for the Coconuts, who started off on top 1-0. But the Bananas had quick answers. In the 3rd and 6th innings, they plated runs of their own to make it a 2-1 ball game. Ball 4 sprints, hits have been the story of the success of this Bananas offense. Right now, Savannah leads this game 2-1, but Loco Beach just tallied 3 against Frankie Moscatello, and they've got a chance to tie the game if they can hold the Bananas to 2 or less runs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, it's been a really close contest yet again. You just continue to say that when these two teams are facing off against one another. And now as we conclude Yellow here tonight in Grayson Stadium, it's time to see if the Bananas can somehow scrap across 3 runs and keep the Coconuts from earning the point and tying this ball game going into the final inning.
Well, do you see what I see? Because with my eyes, I see a man in a world with 8.3 billion people living on it, who is the only one in this entire world, this beautiful earth that we've been given, who can do what he does. It's entertainment pitcher Blake Benson. Last night, secured the point for the Loco Beach Coconuts. It didn't come without a little bit of testy waters. It was the first time this season that he'd allowed multiple earned runs in an outing. But Benson, a breakdancing pitcher, is sure to put on a show and fill up the zone. The lefty hardly never issues a ball 4 sprint, and he just induces the kind of contact that you look for from a guy out of the bullpen.
And you saw a trick pitch strikeout from Blake Benson to earn that point for the Loco Beach Coconuts. Ripped a back flip pitch before striking out Alex Ziegler looking, and you see Blake Benson already putting the moves and his athleticism on display.
It's very rare you see Blake Benson get behind like this in a count. No shock to see him stabilize the ship and make it 2-1. (3-1) now for Max Young Goldberg. Benson's going to have to deal with the top of the order after MJG would like to take advantage here, but instead, it's a breaking ball that didn't quite break the way Benson intended. His 5th pitch of the night. Hits Max Young Goldberg and brings up DR Meadows.
And that is the 7th time Max Young Goldberg has been plunked in 2026. He has been a magnet for banana balls. And DR Meadows now hitless tonight. Still trying to see if he can get himself in that hits column.
This could do it.
He goes out to the opposite way.
Gideon Antle runs it down but can't corral it. Antle loses the glove. His relay in is not in time, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Loco Beach scored 3 runs in the top of the 8th and felt like they could put things in cruise control. But this Bananas offense just made things a heck of a lot more interesting after Antle couldn't bring it in.
And again, we saw Blake Benson enter last night with a 6-run lead in the inning. He gave up 4 against the Bananas. And this is a team that has hit lefties a lot better than they have right-handers this season. Bananas a .316 mark against left-handed pitching compared to .280 when they're batting against right-handers.
Benson back in the zone. Rack, who homered last night, would tie the inning with one here. Benny's got other plans. Able to get himself ahead, 1-2 in the look. Blake Benson has an extra bone in his lead leg out there on the mound. And now here comes a trick pitch. Roll it to the right side. Jacobo goes between the legs, and it's a trade both teams will likely accept. And out for a run. There's one away. After the trick pitch from Blake Benson, the man with an extra bone in his leg, who, again, break dances and throws strikes. Cannot get over how impressive that is. Has a runner on third with one away, and Dan Oberst up to the plate. Oberst 1 for 2 tonight. Big hack. Lining wants a back pick, but no one's covering the back. I think Dane was able to get to that one. Benson, big looper. Finds the gap in right center. Dan Oberst drives in a run, and he wants two. He's got it. The inning tying runs in scoring position. It's a 3-2 eighth, and just when it looked like the Coconuts were just going to make things easy and tie this game going into the ninth, we have a little bit of drama here in the eighth.
And if there's a guy who just showed you how badly the Bananas want to win this game, it's Dan Oberst. He was thinking 2 bases immediately when he made contact, never slowed down one bit. That is everything that you would consider a hustle double. And now a man in scoring position for Alexiadis, who's already got 2 runs batted in and 2 walk-offs tonight for the Nanners.
He puts it right back up the middle. Dan Oberst isn't stopping at third. Does Ben Parker have the arm to get him? He won't even try. The 8th inning is tied at 3 apiece. Blake Benson, who entered this series with the 2nd best earned run average in Banana Ball, has been answered by these Bananas on back-to-back nights. Now the best the Coconuts can hope for is to trail 2-1 in the 9th inning.
This is unbelievable. I mean, you saw 4 hits from the Coconuts. Top of the 8th inning, Bananas have responded with 3 hits and already 3 runs to tie up this inning. Now, if Loco Beach wants to potentially earn any kind of point, they're going to have to put the foot on the gas when it comes to these trick plays. In some way, if they can collect 5, they would earn the equalizer point, but it would take a triple trick play and a double trick play.
Yeah, respectfully, that's not going to happen. It's just not realistic.
It is very far-fetched.
So I'm keeping my eyes on realistic outcomes here. What Blake Benson needs to do is find a way to now keep this inning tied and scrap something together. Tried to get KJ to reach way out of the zone. Not going to find success. Big swing and miss. Blake Benson does it himself, and Jackson's frustrated, headed back to the dugout to grab a seat. It's Benson's first strikeout of the night. Tells him to grab a chair. Now he's an out away from sending this game to the 9th. Bill Loy, the captain for the Bananas, watches Benson throw over to Alexiadis at first. If Alexiadis scores in any capacity, this is a 3-1 game. Benson's up 0-2 in the count. Leroy gonna have to work for it. Oh, Benson's trying to get the crowd into it. We're about to see a breakdance pitch. Get that popcorn ready. Blake Benson, backflip, takes the rubber, and misses outside.
And you know what's just so fascinating? Blake Benson, he'll do those backflip pitches, and then he'll throw breaking balls to these guys. It's not just heaters coming from Blake Benson. He is confident with every pitch in his arsenal.
He's doing it again. Blake Benson's telling the crowd to get up on their feet and see something like they ain't ever seen it before. Backflip pitch, Blake Benson. Lined into left, and it's a single. Tanner Allen gets a glove to it. Inning-winning run is now in scoring position. A ball 4 sprint would end the 8th inning. Bill Loy with love for the fans. Reese Alexiadis takes over at second. After this backflip pitch certainly had the zone. It's just a better swing from Leroy.
And if there's any guy who's going to not be fazed by that sort of thing, it's the 9-year Banana, Bill Loy, who's played over 200 career Banana Ball games. Great work by him staying with that pitch from Benny.
Blake Benson, breakdance pitch is spoiled. This is now, after that, going to be back-to-back nights where Benson has thrown 30 pitches. He's able to get the strike count the old-fashioned way. The Bananas scored 3, the Coconuts scored 3, and at the end of the day, it's a wash of an 8th inning. There is 1 to go in the 9th inning. Every run counts as a point. Do the Coconuts have another comeback in them? Stick around and find out.
Run counts for a point. That means the red-hot Coconuts have an opportunity here to strike back and make a big impact. On the other hand, the Savannah Bananas need just 3 outs to lock down a victory here tonight in Grayson Stadium. So Savannah, Georgia, let's get loud because this is the final inning.
Into pitch for your Savannah Bananas, Jacob Buzela. Get those hands clapping, Savannah, let's go!
The 9th inning in Banana Ball simply means more. Through the first 8, you can only score 1 point per inning. But here in the final frame, every run scored counts as a point. We saw it a night ago. If we are tied after this inning, we will need showdowns for a 2nd consecutive evening. Both sides have other plans. Can the Coconuts get at least 1 across to extend this ball game? Well, they'll have to do it against this man on the mound.
Yeah, Jacob Buzela has been one of the best rookie arms on this Banana squad, but this is the first save opportunity for him in his Banana Ball career. But it's not completely unfamiliar for Buzela. Across 4 years pitching at Mercyhurst, he had 9 saves in his 70 career games, so he lives to pitch in the late innings and pours in strike 1 against Urso, hacking that foul.
The Coconuts have used the golden batter rule more than any team in Banana Ball this year. Last night, Jordan Brewer hit his no-doubt home run off of Buzela. I would be shocked if that's not the direction Krocko goes, but first, we see J.D. Urso. Urso, the Division II record holder with a 93-game on-base streak at Tampa playing for his father. To head 2-1 in the count. The good take. Buzela shakes off the first, likes the second call from Leroy. J.D. Urso, line drive foul. J.D. Urso into center field, reselects Ciatis, has time to get underneath it, and there's 1 away on a well-struck ball to kick off the 9th. Uh-oh, the lights go off, it's golden batter time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Loco Beach Coconuts are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in place of Dalton Malden is your golden batter, Tanner Allen!
Wow, lots of intrigue in this decision. After Jordan Brewer homered off of Buzela a night ago, Coach Krocko says, I'm going to go with the guy I trust most in any moment against any pitcher, and that is without fail Tanner Allen. This is his 5th try as a golden batter this season. TA was entrusted with round 1 of showdowns last night, and Hosley got the better of him. Can he be a hero here in the 9th? He can. Tanner Allen, first pitch single into right, and gets the game-tying point on base.
And what a big knock for Loco Beach, considering they hadn't had a hit from the golden batter since opening night of this season. It came courtesy of Ben Parker. Now Tanner Allen, the 2nd hit as a golden batter for the Coconuts this season. And he's a guy who can run pretty well. We'll see he tries to get into scoring position here, although Bill Loy has thrown out 2 guys tonight.
Peyton Chatagnier, you couldn't handpick a better time to get going. Gets by Bill Loy. He's not going to have an option to throw down. A ball four sprint now ties this ball game. Tanner Allen advances to scoring position. My goodness, the tension is palpable at Grayson Stadium. The Coconuts, a team that has come from behind more than any in the league this year, has a chance to do it again. Peyton Chatagnier, locked and loaded. The 2-0. Misses, and now it is a 3-0 count. If Bazela misses the zone again and Chatagnier doesn't swing in this at-bat, it's a fresh ball game at the beach. But he finds it there. Good location. Now anything's in play. Lineup will turn over for Ben Parker next. The 3-1. In the zone again. Chatagnier has watched Bazela play catch with Leroy for 5 straight pitches, and it's led to a full count. Biggest moment of the night, the 3-2. Sky high into left center field. Plenty of time to get underneath it. Alexiadis calls off Robert Anthony Cruz, and there's 2 away.
And what a big call from Rhys Alexiadis. That's a situation where both him and Robert Anthony Cruz are hunting down that banana ball, but Rhys takes priority and hauls it in. And he's got the better arm, so he's able to keep Tanner Allen at second, but Armani Henderson is now being summoned as the designated runner.
And what a recovery from Bazela. 3-0 turns into an out. And it's all up to Ben Pumps Parker. First pitch swinging, first pitch foul. The game-tying points in scoring position. It's the designated runner Armani Henderson. Pumps fouls off a second straight pitch, and the Coconuts are down to their final strike amidst this comeback bid. Parker's 1 for 4 on the day. Bazela's 0-2. Pumps thought about going around. He holds himself up. Ball in the turf pebbles. Gets us to a ball and 2 strikes. Bazela's first ever save opportunity here in Banana Ball. It's a strike away from winning it for the Savannah Bananas. He misses outside. Deuces go wild. 2-1 ball game. Tying run stands on second for the Coconuts. 2-2 count, 2 away. Bazela versus Parker. It's another miss and a full count to Pumps. If Bazela can't find the zone here, it's a tie game. If he does, Ben Parker's gonna give it all he's got. This is the moment. Who wants it more? Banana Ball at its finest. The 2-out payoff in the ninth. Parker crushed to left field. It is way out of here and a homer. With no strikes to give, Ben Parker gives the Coconuts the lead. The comeback Coconuts have done it again. With no strikes to play with, Ben Parker flex those guns. It's a 3-2 lead for the Loco Beach Coconuts against the Savannah Bananas. Ben Parker, the superhero, clears left field without a doubt, and the Coconuts have the lead.
And he just flexed on the Savannah Bananas as he crossed home plate. He absolutely pumped that banana ball out of Grayson Stadium. You see exactly why he's earned that nickname across his amazing baseball career. There was no better time for his first career home run than right there.
Tanner Allen follows it up with one to the gap. This is his second hit against Bazela this inning. Allen's not stopping at second. The Coconuts now have extra damage on third base. My, oh my. I hope you have a flair for the dramatic, because anytime You watch a Loco Beach Coconuts game, I can promise you this. They are never out of the battle, never out of the war, regardless of the score. Because this is a process-oriented group. And the best lineup in the league is never out of the fight. 3-2 count. So many would have just sat and hoped for a ball four sprint. But Ben Parker, no. Ben Parker was up there on a mission. And he hit his first homer of the season in the biggest moment to this point. Dane Toflin's got a chance to give his closer a little extra insurance. With Tanner Allen on third, Bazala's ahead 0-2 in the count. Toflin just gets a piece, battling it backwards and foul. Toflin with a fighting approach. We're going to need another 0-2. Cold strike three closes out the top of the ninth. But with 2 away and 2 strikes against their leadoff man, Ben Pumps Parker, make sure you remember the name. The comeback Coconuts have come from behind again. And now they turn to their pitching and defense with a chance to beat the Savannah Bananas for the first time in franchise history.
And now they're going to have to turn to their closer. C.J. Williams, most likely the man tasked with protecting this 3-2 lead. And you see just how much that 9th inning matters here in Banana Ball. Coconuts, again, down 2-1 in points, but every run counts for a point in the 9th. That one swing from Ben Parker completely changes the outcome of this game. And now you got to look at C.J. Williams out for the 17th time this season, which leads all pitchers on tour. He did suffer the loss last night because he threw in showdown tiebreakers, but we saw him convert each of his 2 save opportunities a weekend ago against the Firefighters.
Allow me to introduce you to the villain of Banana Ball. C.J. Williams hates you and he wants you to know it. C.J. Williams is going to look you in the eyes, tell you I'm going to strike you out, then he's going to strike you out and tell you he just did it. The self-proclaimed villain, who on every travel day all season long wears a hat where every other team, these 6 teams travel together, Josh Chalevsky. He goes around in the airport with a hat that says, "I am the villain." C.J. Williams hates you. He is the baddest man that you have ever seen take the mound. He has the mentality that you look for the greatest closers in the history of the sport. And he's making sure you remember the name. Because since the Banana Ball opened, C.J. Williams is perfect in save opportunities. Now, he has a chance to do it again. He will start against Danny Do-It-All Hosley. And boy, oh boy, Danny, you better strap up for the ride. Because C.J. Williams attacks you early and often, and he fears absolutely nobody. In miraculous fashion, the Coconuts have the lead. We need a bottom of the 9th, and C.J. Williams starts by doing C.J. Williams things. High pop-up. Jordan Brewer brings in out number 1. C.J. Williams points Danny Hosley back to the dugout. And the Coconuts are 2 outs away from beating the Savannah Bananas for the first time in the franchise's history.
The golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Jackson Olsen is the Savannah Bananas golden batter. Please welcome Reese Superman Alexi Yadin.
Well, that's why the golden batter is the most fun rule in sports. Because now, in the biggest moment of the ball game, you get to see best on best. It's the Coconuts' best pitcher against the Bananas' best bat. What more could you want? Reese Alexiadis, C.J. Williams. Someone's going to have to win the war, and Williams starts low at the zone.
And Alexiadis has certainly been the best bat tonight for the Bananas. 3 hits, 3 runs batted in. And he also has a hit as the golden batter this season. It came against the Party Animals in New Orleans, and you saw Alexiadis selling out for a home run with that swing.
He's getting his A swing off. Problem is C.J. Williams almost never finds a barrel. You see it again. C.J. Williams has the banana ball on a string, running away from Banana's bats. 1-2 spot. The dealer's advantage. Williams freezes him for strike 3. You are a bad mamma jamma. C.J. Williams, backwards K, and the Coconuts are an out away.
And you just see nothing but confidence from C.J. Williams. That with some late disgusting movement to catch the inside corner against Super Reese Alexiadis. And now Max Young-Goldberg is the last hope for the Bananas.
Here we go. C.J. Williams with a chance for history. The villain gets MJG to go around. He fights it off, and we're in a 1-1 spot. This is the matchup worth all of the marbles. The meanest closer in the sport against a rookie in the box. CJ misses a touch high. And now 2 balls to a strike for Max Young-Goldberg. Williams just outside, at least according to Jake Moore. 3 balls to a strike for Young-Goldberg. The lineup turns over in the on-deck circle with DR Meadows. Williams from the windup. Both for sprint. Williams arguing that Young-Goldberg went around. Was never deferred down to Kelly Dine at third, and that's what the Coconuts are arguing now. Dine says that he did not go around. So, the game-tying run is on base. The game-winning run comes to the plate, and how poetic is this? Josh, you talked ad nauseum about how the Bananas' success lives or dies by DR Meadows. This is a gotta-have-it moment for him against CJ.
Yeah, he's just got to keep the line moving. This is not exactly a powerful bat, but this is a guy, again, before his injury, who was batting well over 400. Hope he can just set things up for Robert Anthony Cruz as Meadows pops it up.
Ashby Vining with the chance to corral it. No one gets it, it's in fair ground. It takes a hot foul, and that will be a long strike. The Coconuts are going to need a 4th out in this inning because of a miscommunication, and boy, does the plot thicken.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Just nobody calling that, and really, that is Jordan Brewer's ball 100% of the time. I really having the hardest time trying to figure out why he would have deferred to Ashby Vining, but it's an extra life for DR Meadows.
CJ Williams, a deep breath. The 0-1. Misses outside. Great stop from Ashby Vining. Coconuts, so close you could almost taste it, yet so far away. There's no harder team to beat in this sport than the Savannah Bananas. Their inaugural season, they're an out away from doing it. Vining's throw down to second is not in time. Game-tying runs in scoring position. JT Sokolov just beats out the throw. Are the fans going to challenge? They are. We have a fan challenge in the 9th inning. If this is overturned, it's game. Oh my goodness.
So hard to tell. I mean, you've got on that first angle, Jacoba's leg blocking where Sokolov's hand comes in.
Are the fans going to win the Coconuts this game?
I mean, this is tight.
Josh, there's a real part of me that thinks the fans are about to help the Coconuts beat the Bananas for the first time in their franchise's history. This is the first time in the history of Loco Beach that a fan challenge has been used in their favor. This is the angle. We need a freeze frame. We need a freeze frame right there. This is it right here. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's as close as it comes. And with the call on the field being safe, We'll see if the officiating crew feels they see enough to turn this over. Jacobo adamantly thought he had him. I'm not going to lie to you, Josh. I think he does have him.
It's
Here we
tough.
go.
The rolling on
the fans win the game for the Loco Beach Coconuts. The fans have won the game for the Loco Beach Coconuts. It's fans first by every definition of the phrase. Are you kidding? The comeback Coconuts have done it again. Down to their final out and their final strike. Ben Parker hit a home run. And then in the bottom of the ninth inning, a fan challenge helps the Loco Beach Coconuts take down the Savannah Bananas for the first time in franchise history. My goodness, sometimes you can't write it any better. Loco Beach is victorious. Let the confetti fly. The Coconuts have done it. Taking down the Savannah Bananas on the road. Loco Beach wins it by the Ben Parker home run and a villainous save from C.J. Williams. The fans win the game for the Coconuts. My goodness. Sam Bowman is fieldside as we speak with the showman of the game, Ben Parker.
Ben Parker, our no doubt showman of the game, the biggest moment of the game. Ben, first time you guys ever beat the Bananas. Reflect on that.
I mean, you couldn't draw it up better. Slow start to the day for us. Had a couple things not go our way. I think it was the 8th. Dropping that was big. Kind of sucked. We put up 3 and then we let them back in. But it's never over. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Like, when I come back to the sideline, guys are dead. I don't like that because we have that in us. We got that dog. We got that stuff that the other teams hate to see. You know, they go up, they get comfortable, we come back. That's just what we do, and we did it tonight. That's our brand. Loco Beach, baby. Beach to you.
Hey, how about the fans winning this one for you?
Oh, yeah, that fan call was huge. I mean, that was a very tight play. It could have gone either way, but that's big on the fan, especially with being in Savannah playing the Bananas. That's good for them. Good for the game.
History maker, Loco Beach, Ben Parker. Guys?
Good for the game. Ben Parker, your showman of the game, a double and a game-winning 2-run home run in the 9th inning. Look at the box score. Things couldn't be more even. But when it mattered most, the comeback Coconuts reminded you why you never count them out of the dance. Loco Beach has beat the Savannah Bananas, and they've done it in style. Ben Parker, 2-run homer. The fans close it out with a game-winning challenge. Josh, it is Must Beach TV.
AJ, it's the most meaningful fan challenge in Banana Ball history. An unbelievable end to tonight's contest. And those Loco Beach Coconuts, they are proving that they may very well be the best team in the final inning of play in 2026.
No team more clutch than the Coconuts. They have come back again. Everybody, let me hear it. Let's go Loco, baby. Spread love, spread smiles, spread joy. Take it upon yourself this week to make someone's day, because karma is a real thing, and Loco Beach continues to show you why. We're going to love you. We're going to serve you. We're going to honor you. So for Josh Talevsky, Chadwick Folkstead, and Alex Gross, I'm AJ Switek saying so long, and that is a Coconuts winner.